Okay. There we go.
Four top 3 finishes at global events to boot. So you know you're going up against some real beasts, to keep it simply here. And as you had said, Mimi, you're asking a lot of these young men to go up onto this stage and have to put up numbers against the likes of Leaf, against the likes of Val and Jonah P.
DRX now only have one player who has the legacy of the DRX of old, of the Vision Strikers, of the team that was always on top in Korea. They've been a team in the past who hasn't put the trust in their young players, that has subbed people out in the middle of seasons and made swaps back and forth. Now they have to have full trust. They stake their year on this game.
Yeah, and no hesitation has to be also on the side of G2. We need to see Jaw shining from the beginning. We need to see all of those circumstances and honing in onto every single mistake, every single gap that DRX is going to be leaving on the map. I want to see them play the attack from the defender spawn, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, there's going to be so much pressure for both of these teams here, but if there's one thing that we know
Let's see how it
about
goes.
DRX and G2 is that they shine in these moments. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road. DRX is fighting for their tournament lives, and it's only fitting that we have these two guys making the call. Here's Achilles and Paper Thin.
Mild shock, here we are back for another day of champs, but this time elimination is on the line. One of these two teams will have their run come to its conclusion right here, right now.
It's hard to imagine, especially for G2, that they'd be in this position already, but with a tough upper bracket opponent in paperrex. Well, it was oh so close. And DRX, to their credit, gave fnatic a run for their money on those first couple of maps. That 10-2 start onto Haven. The comeback from fnatic, though, seemingly doing tons.
You know who doesn't have
Can they rebound here today?
any bit limit? Me. You should send money to me.
Is whose mental is going to be stronger today, and it's going to be a brawl here to start outside of C.
Already the 4v4 stack set up here. Just thrown up over the top, going to be able to spot out plenty. Mako tucked there into the corner, ready with the paranoia, but doesn't get the opportunity to send it. And it's going to be a full ship across the map, one of which that DRX is quite far behind. TP across from flashback to try to reinforce this position, but that site should be primed for the taking.
I'd like to see them get a little bit pacier ahead of this, see if they can prevent the
Whoa,
plan, if possible.
that was laggy.
Do pop the vine, so they're giving themselves an opportunity here to maybe cause a little chaos.
Get themselves in a position. Spike going to be going down here from Jonah P. No way to try to dissuade that here for now. Shot across. Jogamo going to get tagged up down to 45. Swing onto the corner, trying to utilize that frenzy, but nearly gets spammed out. And as he swings, Youngman is there to collect. A 3v5 now for the retake. Valen able to find one, finds two.
It is really interesting to see the frenzy buys.
Salvo sent to try to delay. Trent still with another pulse ready to go. Fires it out. Just looking to buy some time, keep them off of this spike. Players suffering a good, strong amount of damage here on the side of DRX. Everybody low. The base in now and freeing. Able to collect one there on the Trent. Now it's down to lead. Finds the two with the defuses on
Wow.
DRX. Take away the pistol.
That was
Oof.
oh so close, but I love DRX's game plan here. Go heavy C early, leave the Vice onto A, expecting that that's going to be the rotation path that G2 is going to want to take off of that Teho drone. And they're so quick to get onto site to start causing chaos. That's when DRX is at their best on the defender side. It's when they're hitting teams right as they're trying to plant or right after, when they can't get into those comfortable post-plant setups.
And non-surprisingly, it's going to be that stinger buy coming through here for the side of G2, looking to really turn the tides instantly.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to be a little quiet for a sec because I'm eating.
Wide here by Mount. Still thrown up over the top, going to get the spot there. Looks like they still want to try to engage on this position, and Jogamo able to go ahead and find him despite the paranoia. And that's going to be a weapon collected. Spam flies through. Mako able to barrel stuff to find one, but does get taken down. That leads the player advantage.
So G2 went for a forced buy here.
I like the idea.
It's working out for them.
DRX early, where they're trying to shut down that Teho drone before it can get some value, but it's still got enough, and it's still set up Jogamo for that first kill. There's a rotation, though, coming out of G2. They want to go to the other side of the map. They want to try to test that A Vice setup again. There is the wall there, the vines inside of Tree proper. Leaf just sticking around here to keep the DRX players busy.
Doesn't eat any damage, puts a little bit back there in kind and actually finds himself an elimination.
Wow, he got one.
Down the classic, but the damage is still
Freeing
down.
out 2
Too much
HP.
here on Freeing. Puts all of the weight on Bane's shoulders. Mind that balance still does have the recovered Bulldog from the hands of Hyunmin to make this all the more impossible for DRX.
30 seconds left.
So gonna be so difficult. Yeah, Freeing just so low on health there.
That instantly the pop flash the spot, and there's the spray down. Jogamo with 3 gets
Really
G2
nice.
on the board.
Force by.
4 singers. They end up singing true for G2 once again.
They're just so brilliant. I mean, it's obviously this team's calling card, and they're showing you why. Even if you know it's coming, it can be so difficult to stop this spot there. From the fade util. On point for G2. Leaf's so good in that moment, and with stingers of their own, you can see that DRX just not quite as capable with that weaponry versus their opponents. It's gonna be a couple sheriffs. The buy up. Jogamo does have an outlaw there.
Full gamble stack towards the seaside of the map, but G2 already poking and prodding over towards A.
This is all part of the game plan, because if you went back and watched the tape from G2 versus paperrex, it was a lot of C pressure. It was a lot of Teho drone, clear mound into C hits, using, you know, the snake bite, the Teho launchers, and all that stuff to come through and open up some of that space. So DRX trying to get ahead of the curve a little bit if possible, but G2 has a good read on it so far.
As they swing this corner, they have to know exactly where everyone from G2 is at. TP back into the spawn for flashback, try to create a little bit of surround pressure
A
here.
4-man flank.
Damage going to be found there on the lead, puts him to 29. Jogamo here to reinforce. Outlaw at the ready.
Does he know that they crossed?
Should be Freeing's demise if they get ready to swing in. There it is, the first one. Drops back off the top of rock there, so he's unable to find that second potential kill. Prowler getting a munch and now has to try to go for
Leaf is low. Oh, that was unlucky.
Just too many targets. They note flashback on that flank, and now
That could have,
try to see if it can stop this from being a
you know,
flawless.
something could have happened there.
He cannot. Another 3K from Jogamo. The flawless from G2, and now the lead.
Yeah, it's so far, you're seeing a very different idea of how to approach the map from G2. But it's still some smiles on the face of DRX. Something I was a bit worried about.
So something I thought was interesting was, I was wondering if they were trying to make it so that the casters did not have a, like, home ground team, you know? Because like when the when paperrex and G2 were playing, it was Pansy and Hypoc, which are EMEA, so they didn't have it one team or the other. Then when teamheretics and MMBR were playing, no, that was Sideshow and Bren, I think, so never mind. Oh wait. Yeah, when fnatic and DRX were playing, it was Sideshow and Bren, which are Americas, so they don't have a team there. But now it's Achilles and Paperthin, so they would technically be rooting for DRX in this position. But I don't know. Like, I know casters they don't really show any lenience one way or the other, but still something to think about.
Swing in, just giving Mako too much to think about. They are able to overwhelm the Omen, finding that kill. Freeing, however, holding for that flank in towards B, is able to find one. Joggo trying to pop out and get that shorty in action. Just finding a good amount of damage on the Hyunmin, but cannot get the elimination. DRX with the player advantage. Well, boys, that try to go ahead.
Nice from Hyunmin.
Turn things around here in this map and tie it up.
30 seconds left.
Freeing's able to find Palin. Now it's just down to Trent.
Nice from Freeing too.
The third. 2-2. DRX answering back.
It's interesting. Freeing used to be like a initiator player, Teo Merchant, really. Now he's like a vice guy.
A little bit of extra space, but Gunman here, Johnny on the spot, Freeing as well, noting Leaf's lurk. Makes this a lot easier. Gunman finds a great timing on that swing from heaven as well. Yeah, okay. That's good. I mean, Freeing's one of the players I have my eyes on for this match. He struggled against fnatic, and he needs to pick it up. I mean, obviously, yes, you're looking at those double duelists, but Freeing, especially in terms of tracking down Leaf,
flashback on 0 kills, so.
Because of how good Leaf was against paperrex, that's going to be a huge task for the young gun.
I would not ult there if I were Freeing.
Another mound hit here. DRX
Okay, yeah, he's falling off.
I like this game plan, though. I really do. Even if this doesn't work, I think these are the right decisions to be making.
Flash gets the Trent is there, able to play Angie.
Wow.
Guns down both duelists now. The drone around the corner, getting the spot here on Namako. He doesn't manage to hold his own for one, but he's going to be stunned here into the corner, blinded up and taken down. Trent with a 3K. Just wants to go ahead and continue this pendulum swing of round wins. Right back in the G2's favor. He snaps on for Bane's head and now is on for an ace, but Free
Jesus,
is
Trent.
not looking to give him the opportunity. He's going to be sticking to the opposite side of the map. Maybe Trent goes hunting.
Go look for it, Trent. Go look for it.
No doubt. Again, I don't mind the ideas here from DRX, but it's read nicely by G2. They've got a good sense of what the change-ups for their opponents were going to be. You know, looking back onto it, DRX played very safe, very not to lose against fnatic, to be honest, on this map. And
I mean, they should go hunting. Valen should be the one hunting because he can afford to buy again if he loses.
In the minds of their opponents that's something that's going to be possible to make them a little bit more.
And then
cautious
jog
about
for an
moving
ult
around the
orb.
map. So it's not that big of a deal in this round, especially because you've still got money.
But they should try to
behind
kill
DRX.
Freeing because he's
Go into the next one.
low on money.
Can he come through here? Trent on the hunt.
Running out of time to be able to try to find this one, but he's going exactly to the right location if he swings around this corner.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Will retain his weapon. Asking, well, what was that?
It's a great turn of the flash. Needed a little bit more behind this, though. Just one flash.
You guys want some pretzels?
Up and over. He can throw the saturate into that corner position where
Here
Trent
you
is
go.
standing, maybe. I think you can add a little bit more layer to that C main hit. But really for DRX, with this comp, when they're the most successful on the defender side, it's getting aggressive early or disrupting plants. Those are really where they can get those few extra rounds that they really need. I mean, you looked at it beforehand.
First timeout.
Analyst desk segment where they were talking
I rounds in.
win percentages on both sides of the map for DRX in this tournament. It's like 67% on the attack side, 31% on the defender side. So if they can up that, 31% to 35, 36, something like that, then they really could give themselves a great chance to come through with a win here today.
I think any of the DRX faithful out there watching going to be happy to see this sign here. The timeout call very early from Termi. The desk was talking about it, how weak the defending sides have been for DRX at this event. Knows that he needs to shore this up and get as many rounds as they possibly can. We'll still have a bye for the most part coming together on this one. Should be a lot of half armors though. See if this is going to be enough to try to get that conversion, keep things neck and neck, where G2 can start to break away.
Curious if they'll play for the orb for Hyunmin here to get the convergent paths available. They do have the Steel Garden as well, so I think a lot of this round is going to be about dodging G2's initial sight hit. They've got the Fade ult, they've got the Taeho ult. Can you shut that down before you can get into that pit in the post plant?
It's going to be the drone again, up and over the top. Does get cleared by Flashback, but
Man, Flashback is not having a good game.
Great shot from Jogamo, and it's another critical punish being found here.
This is going to be
They just don't have an answer for C Mound right now.
Get a TP out from Jog, but the clone doesn't catch it.
Ooh.
So this might catch G2 a little bit off guard if they.
He almost got jogged there.
Also, though, seeing trading backs and blows there against Jogamo, this does lend all of DRX to know that this attack is going to be coming through here on this C side of the map. So now the Steel Guardian is just going to be sent out. It's Jogamo able to TP forward past the wall, which has not yet been popped, but Bane able to pop him in response.
They should go for the ult here, right?
And now
Yeah.
Marco gets in a position to try to hold the line here at this B side, pushes forward into the smoke, finds the timing, and Trent gets caught off guard, taken down. Paranoia is sent, but no one to receive it, as there's a spot out on the leap, who's now at a risk.
Nice.
Played down by Freeing. Two players remaining here. It's Valen and Jonah P to try to see if they can work some magic. Time's getting away from him, but
Ooh.
Valen finds a critical opening. Doesn't know what that B site would be primed for the taking. He's going to rotate back around, try to get this entry here onto the C side as Freeing does get spotted, sprayed out of the corner.
Man,
Baines, he tries to get back into position.
don't tell them they win a 2v4.
They go across. Getting ready to come
Oh
through, and
no,
Jonah P,
man.
fast on the jump, is able to find Bane with a
All right,
single
come on,
flare.
Mako.
Now comes down to Mako to see if he can clutch this up.
What am I doing? I'm rooting for G2.
It's the headshot, but he's down to 32.
He's going for it.
Across over towards Waterfall. But now has to rescale. Clear this position. Still doesn't have a damn clue where Valen's at.
He's got to hit a headshot here.
Pretty much his only
He doesn't have time.
course that he has available to him. And I don't think he's going to read Valen out here at main. He does not. He gets taken down. The timeout does not.
It was a nice try. It was a nice try.
Will stretch the lead by 2 rounds as Valen gets the crowd going.
Just tremendous awareness from Jonah P to clear that corner. That really opens things up, and expecting Bane to try to be hustling to see if he can delay the plant because of the time that's left on the clock. Great work from Valen in the post plant as well.
Who's the most experienced one now? Let's go, baby. Come on, boys.
It's still Mako.
It's still Mako.
From an IGL perspective.
That's true.
Full sheriffs here for the side of DRX. Also plenty for the side of G2 and Valen. Starting off the round the way that he ended the previous one.
Man, this is looking like it might be Kizigoto next.
The Armageddon in Trent. Valen has his ult. Still have the Viper's Pit for a post plant. Freeing going on a lurk. But it's being watched by Trent. Beautiful.
And even if that first layer gets broken down, you've got Leaf right around the corner to trade that back and deny a weapon recovery. G2 playing this very well, very patiently. It's allowing the DRX to just fall into their traps they have set up around the map.
Yeah, they're really playing some nice ideas. Got good reads, good recovery when things went sideways in that previous round, so all indications that G2 has righted the ship since the loss to paperrex. It's going to keep their slow march forward. A flash. Flashback.
Swinging in. It's a bit of damage there, but Bane going to take it down at the same time. Full blind, connecting on the lead.
Hey, Leaf gets going.
Cover a weapon at least. Gunman, however, he can try to hold this line, and he cannot.
And now it's flashback for an ace clutch.
Question is, flashback, does he try to play this in for any kind of damage, or
I think he's just gonna save.
onto the Phantom? It seems like it's likely going to be the latter. Does have an escape route set up there with that gate crash.
Yeah. Time to just save. Keep that extra little bit of cash available if possible. Just nice work from G2. Winning some of their battles out in the open. Taking Mako down quick at tree. And just slow and steady. Keep scaling in towards A. And it is a round in their hands. Still going to be sitting on those ults. And Jogamo's going to be one away from Dimensional Drift, which is a borderline 100% win for him on this map when he has it. He won so many. In their
I don't know, the last round,
I mean, sure, he
Jog
might
had
comes out
Dimensional
tries to
Drift.
somebody, but
He just
walking it out.
gave his
Second
life away.
rest of the team, flashback. Able to find one here. Jonah P just looking to span him out. Should be safe as Trent on the flank. Not going to be able to get there in time, so the weapon will be carried over, but G2 continue to get further and further ahead here of DRX.
Yeah, this is a very pivotal round in this map for DRX. Got Bane's ultimate. Flashback also went away from his. And you've got the rifles. And the Econ not going to be great behind this. Meanwhile, G2 is sitting on everything but their Fade ultimate. So you need to make this one go. You need to get some value out of this. Win that mound fight early would be nice. But Jogamo has been so fearsome on the Yoru. He's been hitting some great shots.
Yeah, it is interesting actually.
Them getting that big first
DRX are fighting way more often for C Mound than they're fighting for A Rebel. And usually it's the other way around, right? You usually want to control A Rebel because it allows that early fast rotate from A to B.
Yeah, should be the drone coming next. See Mako kind of waiting for it. Gets the
Clear, but
spot.
now the mask goes on. Jogamo facing forward on the hunt. Does get blinded up as he goes forward here into the site. Might have just gotten the spot there on the Mako, but it's hard to say. Either way, he's just going to be tucked in the smoke. It seems like maybe this has gone on scout, and maybe he just slipped the net. They can't steady the spray.
Oh, they saw him go into the smoke.
And Freeing cannot get anything in follow-up. Jogamo surviving with 33 HP as Gunman's now out into the open, refracts back at 6 HP.
Uh-oh.
Jogamo getting spammed down, but Lee
Oh,
covered
no.
fire, able to flush flashback out of backside. And
This is
that's gotta be
just
the number
sad.
one save now. They just hightail it away. At every twist and turn, G2 just seems to have the upper hand.
No, they're just.
This is
really
their
on
third
point
save,
right
I
now.
think.
And the fact that Mako can at least get one there out of that position that G2 kind of seemingly thought about. They threw the Tejo concussed into the smoke, or right on the edge of it. But they didn't expect him to be that tucked into that corner of the smoke. Jonah P gonna go see if he can find a few extra prizes, take these guns away.
Let's go, Jonah.
So desperately wants to keep it
The
to this
professor.
next round.
Plenty of cash, and if he just turned around and wall banged, decent chance to be able to get some shots there on the Hyunmin.
Surely you know that they're in tree.
Options for where they could be tucked away. Being very limited, but it seems like they're not going to go hunting too hard here. They'll just be very happy with a 4-round lead and a flawless. Go ahead and expound upon that even further.
Oh my god.
Great jump into the front.
Really clean shots. Leaf.
Wow, Leaf. I didn't even see him.
Was sprinting.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Time to work.
Absolutely. It's going to be a tough one now. DRX, at least able to get a few of those ults out of that round.
Okay, they finally fight a main.
A shotgun for Mako.
And Jonah just gets a spam kill, bro.
Finds a couple there into the head. That waylay absolutely dismantled.
They bait out the wall.
Vayne having to shift over. Try to maintain control of this position. Target-rich environment on the opposite side of that hall.
Vayne's got to be so careful in that. Oh, so close with that spam, but Mako gonna tuck right back in.
Push now coming through, and Payne just cannot hold the line. Jogamo surviving with 70. Spike now to be planted here on this B site. And how are you meant to get back into this? What does the call end up looking like? Do you just hold on to the Vandal? Send the others out to their demise?
Don't do another save. Okay, flashback should get him, right?
Scaling forward, Jonah P just on the opposite side, retucks
Oh
it
no,
to
he comes
Vayne.
back.
Flashback goes hunting. He's anticipating the angle, but
Oh,
still cannot find
man.
that shot. Jonah P just
Oh, he
too damn
gets-
fast, too damn clean.
Jog.
It's back across, jump should have been heard there.
What the?
But freeing. Not sure about the presence around the corner, so just splits his attention, falls to the wayside, and it's another round for G2.
Yeah, the discipline, so good for G2. Again,
This is
no
just
spam finds value. Jonah P ready
sweeping.
for the attempted flank by Flashback.
Now on Abyss,
They're just never
DRX,
comfortable in that
a lot of people have been
position.
saying that
Again,
DRX have the
these
best
mid-round
Abyss
pauses, it's
of all
something that
time.
DRX
So like
really
they
struggles with on
this should be a 2-1.
They can't really figure out their
I still think
opponent's
G2 are
rotation.
gonna
They're not able to
make
take
it
full advantage
difficult to win on
of this
Abyss too.
high tempo comp that they've got going against ideas like this, and they still haven't really figured it out. You know, we've seen a bunch of different things. We've seen them get aggressive at C-Mound. Things like that that they normally don't do a lot of. Usually for DRX, it's a lot of early A rubble control, and then try to just let, you know, freeing and maybe flashback on the other side of the map, hold down the C site. In this case, G2's just all over the place. They're doing such a good job. You know, the early A pressure, throwing DRX off their game plan, able to anticipate.
Yeah, DRX used their second timeout, and it's only 9 rounds in.
For the Americas team.
Bro, this is the 10th round.
Timeouts on this defender side. You'd love to get a couple more here as DRX. If you could get 4, you'd be okay. 5 would be wonderful. That's asking a lot.
It certainly is, but first time that we're really able to see the operator come into play here for Flashback. But Jogamo, he says, yeah, I expect that you're going to have this. I'm just going to look to match you on the opposite side. Won't be clashing against one another, at least not yet. See which one is going to be able to maximize the value from these hefty rifle purchases.
Op, attacking op.
Jogamo just trying to swing out a little bit wider. The reveal's going to be found by Mako, playing back rubble. Just doesn't have the cover there. Actually really enabled Jogamo to get on that angle, so he ends up getting taken down. Trent now falling low, and Flashback posted up outside of B, finds 1, finds 2, and puts his spike down on the floor. The swing in, this time Jonah P. Not going to be able to find the value off the Yod.
They finally get some value out.
Off the back of that timeout call.
Yeah, this is a good read to finally go back to some of that A rubble control I was talking about that DRX really likes on this map. And a big part of it is, yeah, you get the 1 kill, but you force them to the other side, right into Flashback's op. He's able to take so much space. It's not challenged at all by G2. And this is such an important part of DRX's defender's side game. You're going to see it on Abyssa as well, is that op from Flashback. If he can be on point with it, he is a game changer for sure. You saw a little bit of that in the previous round.
Some signs of life here from DRX. There is still a pulse, but whether or not they can fully be rescued, that is yet to be seen. Is looking for that dive, looking for that collapse in as that Nightfall crashes across.
Weird. Hyunmin dashes in and immediately dashes out again.
Side back away. Spike now going to get scooped up.
I was just about to say, look where they're leaving that spike. They're going to try to play with the other side of the map. The Vice wall a little bit further back again.
He can flashback, able to find the headshot there on the Trent.
Crazy good.
Decent amount of their space making util now out of the hands of G2.
You have the fatal.
Flashback just going to go sprinting forward to try to scout everything out. Seems like he's seen plenty. It's Valen just TPing in. They just can't hear a damn thing. Freeing going to be struck down the plant now, getting ready to come through. Bane clearing the haunt, swinging in, and Jogamo has his number. Flashback frantically, looking for anything that he can get with his operator in hand. It's spotted on the one, but now Jogamo looking to close the gap, swings forward. I think he saw Mako, but
Oh, guess he didn't.
Response here from G2.
You don't save this. I don't think you save this because he can buy and next is last. No, he's gonna save op.
You would suspect. Final peek here from Mako, but nothing to be seen. It's gonna be G2 now. They're getting up to 8 DRX, the best they can hope for.
Yeah, okay. If he's saving op, then saving is the right play.
Time they have gotten around when they have not been able to find the follow-up. G2 just continue to smother.
Yeah, this alt combo, something that G2 is so good at. Didn't really see this attempted versus paperrex. It just catches him a bit off guard. To that, he sees the player go by.
He lost him.
Yeah, he just says, "Well, I'm gonna let him go and check again." Jogamo's so good at pushing that back alley on C site. He does it time and time again, and he's so clean. He's so tricky with his util. Love the way that he does it on a lot of maps too. G2 gets the site. He's gonna start pushing space. If they get A, sometimes they'll push stairs. Yeah, that's clone. A little bit tricky right now for DRX to read what's going on. But you should see Trent. That's when things should start kind of be worrying. And now the Jogamo ult.
Here we go again. Has it at the ready. Has the spot here on the free. Quick exit here around the corner and flashback dead to Valen's hand.
Nice from Valen.
Didn't even really need to jump.
Oh.
Get caught with util. As the Steel Garden now going to be invested. Spike not planted. This allows for DRX to quickly flood back in. Stop that spike from going down. Shorties in hand, Valen here around the corner, looking for that first one, but it's going to be freeing. Finding himself a third, his leap also does get taken down. The 4K now coming free and freeing. One bullet has to get the reload, it's on for the ace. Spike is stranded, and almost certainly the round over. Let's Jonah Peak and take him to school. He just doesn't know. And all three players are forward here on the site. Prowler gets the scout onto one. The close angle, the counter spam.
There he goes.
Take it away. I don't think Freeing gonna be too bothered. They needed that round.
Still though, you can see why G2 likes this map, why they are very comfortable to pick into it. It's not surprising to me at all. I thought for sure this was gonna be their pick against DRX.
Double duelist now getting ready to go on the attack. DRX needing to run this back in a big way. They found that opening pistol. They're going to need to find it again, but this time not drop the anti-eco. They're sent down to the floor though here and hear from a couple fans down on the floor and get their thoughts on the match.
DRX a ses fans en France et on sait grâce à qui.
DRX fan.
Ulysse just joined me. Hi Ulysse, and I heard that you discovered, DRX team through one of our faction leaders. So can you tell us about it? Je crois que tu as découvert DRX avec un de nos leaders de faction. Donc est-ce que tu peux nous raconter un peu cette aventure?
Donc bien sûr, je suis Weeper depuis très longtemps. Allez On a rejoint la faction, j'espère tout le monde.
I saw another TMV sign.
DRX toutes les semaines depuis les Champions, depuis les splits en Pacifique et DRX win.
DRX win, yes, so we've been following DRX with Reaper for years now. He's not missing any match, and we hope that he can take the win. And speaking about wins, DRX are attending champs every year, and what is going to be different, you know, this year? What will it take for them to take the crown? Donc ouais, on sait que DRX ont été à chaque Champions, ça a été compliqué, ils n'ont jamais réussi à aller plus loin forcément que ça. Qu'est-ce qui va être différent cette année pour qu'ils aillent chercher le trophée à Paris?
Ce qui va changer, c'est le double dueliste de Yunmin et Flashback. Ils vont tout faire.
This guy is a hype guy, I love it.
Et c'est comme ça, on a la meilleure équipe du monde et on va gagner ce soir.
We have the best team in the world. We're gonna win tonight, of course, and the double duelist, Hyunmin and Flashback, is gonna carry us. Let's see now if Reaper and Ulyss Buff can carry DRX on Lotus. Let's see it now.
Let's see indeed. The faithful still believing that at the moment DRX find themselves in a 4-round deficit. Take a look at our Coinbase Econ report. Fairly even here, freeing though. Leveling up for the side of DRX, but Jogamo, he's done some risky plays. He's had a couple foolish deaths, but ultimately that impact that you expect from him is certainly being seen.
Exactly. He is so good on this map with the Yoru. It's so fun to watch him play because he's willing to get aggressive. He's willing to go for some lurks, some kind of trickery, and he's so cagey. He's so difficult to track down. Once G2 kind of gets into some space, gets towards a site, that's when he becomes an absolute nightmare to deal with. And you saw it on that last round with that 3K. Just brilliant work around those smokes with his own util. It's so fun to watch him play.
Freeing right there. The guiding light at the moment here for the side of DRX. And finds himself just one kill behind Jogamo at 12, 8, and 2. Need to see the step up though from Hyunmin, from Bane. Got to see a little bit of life from Flashback once that operator come online, but it didn't last too long.
See if this has some pace behind it here. Chog has the TP set up, so he's okay.
Refract did get popped here.
They were looking for corner contact there. One of the rounds versus paperrex, it was just a big fight at B. So DRX just looking to see if they could kind of replicate and get some success out of it themselves. Gunman, though, taking a lot of space here.
Yeah, up and over the top. Should have seen Valen there at top row. All of G2 pulling back. Mako forward at stairs. Just trying to cycle these smokes forward, freeing. Catching a glimpse there. He plays around the back of Rubble. Checking to A main, trying to see if there's going to be that deep flank coming through, but we can tell G2, everybody now pushing forward from stairs, from baby door. Paranoia at the moment on this line. Not going to be connecting here on to Mako, so he's able to find the first touch back into back sight. Out to safety, and Hyunmin's there for the covering fire. Flashback as well, getting involved. A lot gone from Hyunmin, able to find Leaf, and now down to Jogamo in a 1v3. Frenzy in hand, can certainly deal some damage, finds the first.
I'm gonna do a video on the Jogamo Frenzy buy.
Down to 10, and Bane still there on that flank. We'll be able to put him down. It's going to be another pistol going the way of DRX. Question becomes, can they get the follow-up?
Man, for a moment there, I thought we might see another Jogamo magic frenzy clutch like we did against DRG. The man is something special with that gun. And he came close. He did a ton of damage. But DRX just sturdy enough. And that entry there, able to take advantage of a weakness. A little bit of a buy up for Leaf.
From the defending side, not looking to go for the singers here. So we'll just be a ghost for Leaf. Still going to be an attempted plunge play out of B main, one at which freeing quickly does identify and calls for some reinforcements. But G2 have already backed away.
Yeah. It's good from DRX to at least respect it. Make sure that they can use that long-range weaponry to shut it down. And you don't know, who knows, maybe there's stingers coming through.
Flashback already.
This is
very forward space.
Yeah, this is something they were doing a lot against fnatic. And
Now I'm curious
I think they've taken out of paperrex's book.
if Vice
can get info
is gonna get a nerf, because they've been really
As the door gets tapped, Valen's attention.
a high pick rate right now.
In from behind.
Hello.
There's a little bit of a team saturate there. Flashback still going to be looking to play very riskily. Jogamo, I don't think he's going to register that there's already a player right behind the box around the corner. Shoulder not going to be spotted here. Flashback goes walking forward, quick scopes in. He's able to find Trent. Clone now out, swings the corner, gets the spot here, gets the kill in his dying breath. So Marshall can be handed over to Leaf, but sure if he's going to get too many opportunities to try to utilize it.
And that's also something interesting is that
Now it's just Jonah P.
DRX almost always go for a Marshall rather than a,
Find himself dead to the spike, but it's going to be
which I
Mako
think is
instead.
interesting. But it seems to work for flashback.
No drop round, DRX. Now just 2 away from tying things up.
But you gotta be feeling good if you're a
Oh,
DRX
bad
fan.
timing for him.
Some of the confidence, especially out of flashback with the sniper rifles, it's such a big piece of the puzzle for them. And if he's willing to take these aggressive fights like that, he's got to be feeling it. And that's good. That's what you need. Just a nice little call here. A site was really where, especially early on paperrex's attacker side, where they did a ton of damage against G2 on this map. So let's see if that's something that DRX wants to do. If they're going to try to be a little bit ambiguous with it, or at least make them respect the C hits early. See, a bit of a commitment. There is going to be that Odin early for Jonah P. Flashback not happy with what he's seeing, and he's right to get the hell out of there.
Quick exit, and this does have them funneling in now to the weaker sites. Just Fallon here to try to hold this line. We're going to be scooped up one away from a dimensional drift here for flashback as Shenman goes on the entry. The Thorn's now going to be popped. G2 scrambling to try to get into position to go for a retake. Dogamo very fast to arrive. Try to lay some pressure in through this smoke, but just doesn't have eyes on anything.
He's not going through though. He doesn't want to give him a gun.
With the U-tilt.
He opens it up again though.
Salvo still going to be available here as Trent. Double forward face in towards Waterfall. They're able to tuck back, but now the Salvo here at freeing speed, and he is going to be dead to rights. Jonah P is also able to find bait at the same time. The post plant's falling apart.
Wow.
Jogamo mows him down. Bonus conversion not to be found. It's going to be a flawless ante here from G2.
Just love the way they play this. Just keep them pinned in the sight. You've got so much great util between the Viper, the Fade, the Tejo, and of course
headshot.
Jogamo. Get the job done. Tremendous work from him. Oh, what a nice little transfer there. Another 3K for him. 18 kills, 10 deaths on the map for the duelist of G2.
You know, yeah, every once in a while you'll see Jogamo on the bottom of the leaderboard and you'll be like, maybe they could get a better duelist. And then all of a sudden he just pops off.
This is where we start to see if DRX
He definitely has some consistency issues, I think, but he's a pretty good duelist.
Have to wait and see.
Who's next?
Dimensional drifts could be exchanged here in this round. It's going to be flashback using his first. Jogamo.
Oh, saw two.
Retake. Freeing now going to be cut off from the rest of the team, forcing him to lurk all the way back across, potentially through Baby Door. Two players on the hunt as the spike now does go down here on this C site.
Man, they back freeing way off though. See if he can get the read and get back over quickly.
Losing critical time here. G2 is going to have a player advantage. Quick clear of the drone. Salvo still available. Sees onto the corner there. Waterfall, nothing going to be spotted. Jogamo goes forward. Dimensional drift. Catching a glimpse of one. Looks up. Will be able to find Bane. Drops down. Salvo's there at his feet. Able to avoid it, but Jogamo finds the first and Mako.
Oh my god, Jog.
Now it's just free, frantically spraying and praying.
Oh my god, what a take. What a retake.
G2 once again overwhelm and dismantle DRX.
Man, Jogamo is just an absolute treat here. I mean, Mako just caught very off guard. Comms maybe not quite coming through in time. I mean, he's so fast with it anyway. He gets right up there and gets on his feet. Well deserved. That puts him up to 21.
Alex, bro, you're in there like swimwear, whatever they say.
In there like swimwear.
Did people say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in there like swimwear.
I've never heard that.
Hard in the paint.
That I've heard.
But
Cutting through.
I didn't think I'd hear
I used to be a
somebody
swimmer.
as young as Valid saying that.
I was on swim team. I never heard it. Well, DRX gonna be
In there like
Guardians and
swimwear.
Sheriffs. Try to see if they can turn things around. Mako though, okay.
ADS'd in. Doesn't really find any damage at all. Mako armorless, able to just somehow dodge his way through all those. Oh.
Gets a little bit on flashback.
Taken down to 49.
That's what I'm saying. I gets them both.
Two kills gonna be cleaned up. Finds himself a third as well.
Green gets
Will be able to
one.
deny the exit from Jogamo, but now
Oh, but he has a spike.
he and Mako, Guardians in hand, trying to see if they can try to recover this spike. Freeing now has been taken down. It's all on Mako.
Oh, Mako gets him.
It's a pen shot. They get the punish here onto the Odin, so spike now going to be recovered.
This is all.
He doesn't have the ult, but does he decide to go for it? Still just that Guardian. Still no armor. Still is Mako. Still is certainly possible.
I think they've got a read.
It is indeed Mako.
They pinged it out on the map.
Cover going out.
Mako's going to be given the 1v1 a chance.
They might think that the smoke is going to be an attempt to fake. Mako still playing forward here into this A site. The time, however, getting away
Oh
from him.
no. Oh no, he's not gonna clear Trent. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The 3K so far. Guardian v Guardian, the armor advantage. A swap of the weapons now. Mako gets the Phantom.
And now
Chance to
Leaf,
bail them out, get DRX right back into this.
the slow walk up, I don't know.
How many times have we seen Mako with those big clutches, but Leaf so good in these scenarios as well?
Oh.
Away, right as he would have seen the gun barrel. Leaf instead sliding over towards drop, goes for a quick peek. Goes for the tap. He's holding it.
Oh my god.
Mako is back! A Red Bull clutch on the biggest stage to get DRX back into this map.
What a clutch. That was really good clutch.
What a magician. No armor in this round. Able to
I can't believe he got that kill.
Odin through the wall spam with just a few seconds left on the clock. About 9.
Wow.
Trent gets taken down. Mako gets it done. Old reliable. Finds a way to keep DRX in. Gives them some hope, but it's going to be an operator for Jogamo to back up that Odin of Jonah P. Heavy firepower for G2. The hit coming in.
Quickly in. Trent there at upper. Peek coming through. Hyunmin nearly caught. Just the tuck into the corner, avoids the stun. Here's the drone. As the clone goes through. Shot, however, from Jogamo.
Nice shot.
Up close and personal, up in hand, is able to find it there.
4v5 retake. They give Trent the op.
Paranoia, dodge, freeing, eating damage.
Ooh, Freen gets taken out.
Base in, Jogamo gets the swap, gets the kill on a Bane.
Like, did Jog TP in?
Flashback running out of bullets, and now Mako once again having to do it all, but this time in a 1v5.
He only has 25 bullets.
Being stuck, the push coming in, gets the first.
Oh, there it is.
Will shut down any potential follow-up heroics. G2 once again, just do not allow DRX to wiggle their way back into this. They maintain a 4-round lead.
And again,
10-7 or 11-7 now.
Opener for Jog to TP as well. Off the back of the Nightfall, DRX has no idea it's coming. What a phenomenal ult that has been for them in a couple of these rounds. It's been a difference maker. That Viper wall as well, being pivotal.
24 kills. Bane only has 4. Hyunmin on 6.
He wants to set up so well put together from G2.
Flashback. Give me one more kill, please.
Hero Vandal. Is the pit immediately going to be invested on the B site? Prowler for the check, but no follow-up spam to try to find Leaf.
And this buy is painful for DRX. Can't even get sheriffs on a couple players.
Nice shot.
Like flashback sat down. Gate crash at the ready.
I love this op skin.
Free playing around on the edge of the Viper's pit there, over by B, looking to try to catch.
Oh man.
Just too good.
It can be recovered. We'll go now into the hands of Hyunmin, who's been having a rough go of it. 6-13 and 7. Can he answer anything back is the question. Nice G2. Very well poised to get themselves slotted.
Man, they're all just walking into his crosshair, dude.
Already some chance for the ace coming through here from the audience. Bane's gonna look to try to find an opening. Slot freeing forward here onto the site, but Trent is just too damn fast on the draw.
Oh, gets freeing.
Free will find the one, he'll drop the pit, but
There you go.
Trent. G2 up to 12.
Jog on the op. All 3 of them literally just walked into his crosshair. They're not using any util or anything.
His reign of destruction here on Lotus.
Look at that.
Sending DRX reeling.
They're just slow walking in.
Big kills again. I don't know how many 3Ks he has in this game, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
He's got 27.
He is
I think Jog has at least
today.
3 3Ks.
You hear it talked about him all the time, and he's showing it. A big game player, and he always shows up when G2 needs him.
He's a big game player.
27 and 19 rounds. Disgusting performance here from Jog. 1.5 limbs per round. Quickly, some space being taken over here towards A. Tap at the door. Jonah P hanging back and getting an immense amount of damage there on the Mako. Takes him to 43, and Trent on the peek up from stairs. Able to find freeing. A catch on the Jogamo there at drop, but no one's pushing forward, no one's scaling.
Fallon gets 1. Yeah, flashback is at 10 at least. So he gets me 1 kill.
2v4 to try to extend the map here for DRX. Now,
And it's Jover.
completely, utterly screwed as the util dump goes his way.
GG.
The Armageddon certainly would have. But it closes in, and G2 claim victory here on their map, Pickalonis.
Looking very cool, calm, and collected. Great ideas, great little change-ups. We have another map coming up soon.
Very nice.
The Abyss pick here for DRX that needs to turn the tide and try to make it over to Bind. We'll see if they can make it happen or if G2 will get the 2-0 when we come back.
Should we stand up right now? Do it, do it, do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Do it, do it, do it. Kamsamida!
All right. Now I want to go. I want to go back and see real quick. Man, it took forever to get into the game. Let's take a look at this buy here. Jog buys. Where's my notebook? Where's my backpack? I must have left him downstairs. Okay, I will use this sticky note. Jog buys a frenzy and a flash on attack. And does he get any value from it? Let's just skip ahead here. So he flashes in. Did he flash? No, he saved his flash actually. It looked like he was going to. So they fake seek presence, and then he flashes here. Get through the site. A little bit of lag. I remember that happening. He even gets tagged up. Okay, so he doesn't really get any use from it in round 1. But then the next half, he buys it again, Frenzy Flash. And 13 buys Frenzy Flash. They see him. Come in, dashes in. Jog's kind of far away, so let's skip ahead. Because I wanted to just see what how the frenzy does. You know. So that's 2 rounds. lost. But I've seen him do it before. We have a minute till the next game. Let's go to VLR. And go to their last game. paperrex. Full match. He buys it again. Oh, I missed it. So he's pushing in fast. He gets one. So they're just kind of using it like a stinger. Looking for the engagements, you know. It's two. Dies. And then let's see. Oh, too far. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Oh.
The task, but it's really hard to be a single duelist Yoru. And so this is not a comp that any team can play. It's very specific to our team. And he does so much. He can entry, he can lurk, he can op, he can do everything. And other teams, they have a second duelist that you can just simplify your role a little bit. But yeah, this requires a special player to do a really tough task.
Just a what if question quickly. If you didn't have Jugamo, would you still be running this comp then?
Probably not. Yeah, like you know, you got to know your personnel, of course. So
That's interesting.
We're just unique in that.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for your insights and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, you heard from Coach Josh RT about the impact that a player like Jogamo has, even though the wheel said that he wasn't going to have a pop-off performance today.
This wheel is fraudulent.
The wheel lied. He did. But also, he's not the only one who had some massive moments. That takes us to our HyperX Reflex moment of the day. And this is going to go into Trent for that 4K in round 5, because this one, Mimi, was looking like it was going to maybe fall apart here for G2. But then Trent managing to bring it back. And, of course, that Tejo using it to great effect.
Yeah, I mean, this was a dangerous round. The hard push through C. Trent deals with it pretty much alone so perfectly. Whenever he plays this KO, I'm just impressed with how much value he gets out of every piece of util. This third kill, he gets onto Mako, the stun into the corner that just pops so quickly to completely stun him up as he gets blinded as well. And then just the mechanics when he gets into sight too. Trent is finding his form again just at the right moment, and he always looks so comfortable on that agent.
We saw it from the beginning of the map, especially from the attack. We saw the effect that he was having on every round. That drone that goes very hard against what DRX brings onto the table.
Yeah.
But more so with them, when we moved on to the defense, we just saw a G2 that was leaving all of the space. You know, you want to go, you want to execute, it's okay. We'll be ready for the retake. And I think it's very important what Josh was saying about Jogamo, how versatile he is, how well you can integrate him in any of the situations and circumstances, because he will always find a way to shine.
Yeah, he was having a field day out there. I mean, I think about those final few rounds toward the end when he was just diving right into that site by himself, taking out 3 people like it was nothing. The guy absolutely slayed. Very well done from him, but DRX needs to find some answers. Who better to learn where those answers
Excuse
come
me.
from than from Coach Termi? Let's see what he had to say going into map 2.
Jen here with Termi of DRX. Now, Termi, tough loss on Lotus. Defense was a little bit shaky. We had a slow start because of that. That's been an issue for the team recently. So I know there's not a lot of time, but what can you guys fix? What solutions do you have before heading into map 2? 감독님 수비에서 요즘 자주 약한 모습을 보여주는 것 같습니다. 지금 시간이 많지는 않지만 그래도 2세트 들어가기 전에 어떤 점들을 좀 고치면 좋을까요?
수비는 저희가 어제 선수들과 얘기를 했을 때 충분히 보완해서 지금 했다고 생각을 하지만 실수들로 인했었기 때문에 그리고 상대 픽한 맵이었기 때문에 충분히 2, 3맵은 이길 수 있다고 생각하고 있습니다.
Well, we talked about how to work on our defense yesterday, and we thought we came in prepared with a solid plan on defense, and a lot of it just came down to us making mistakes. So when it comes to playing map 2 and 3, I think we're going to put up a better performance, and map 1 was just G2's pick. So, you know, let's just brush it off and hope for the best in the second map. Thank you, Termi, and good luck.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do, look forward here, and where we're going
So
to
Jing
is
buys
a
Frenzy
bit.
too.
This will, of course, be DRX's pick here, but Kukuka, I mean, again, it kind of, you know, whenever I hear Termi, it always kind of, I don't know, like, I'm not like that positive about it. I'm a little worried about the squad going into map 2.
Not that map positivity. Is that a chamber that I am seeing on the hands
And
of
it's
Lee?
locked as well.
Okay.
So this is G2 coming into this map, showing us
On Abyss with Chamber, okay.
and then returning to the comp they were playing at the beginning of the year with the Chamber. On defense, watch how Leaf is going to be proactive into mains. Everyone remembers jumping around the corner to get a shot there when he has the off, but he can be proactive down mid on the other side of the map as well. He is going to be a real pain for DRX to deal with.
I think that for me, the player that I need to show up, and I think that also echoing what Termi was saying, is Hyunmin. I think that he really tried on that defense to have effect to fight for Rubble. He was not achieving much. He's playing with a little bit of fear, and if you're playing Waylay, you cannot be scared.
You gotta send it. DRX, this has all been about the attack side for them. Full sending on Abyss, but the Chamber's one of the few agents that can hard anchor into that comp.
Wow, nice one for Forsaken there. I didn't even see that.
Story of Abyss as we look ahead to the second map, GB.
It's the last stand for DRX. Can they force map 3? Let's send it back over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Here we go, a final leg
Sync.
stand on for the side of DRX. G2 have already taken that first step, making a lower bracket run. DRX needing to now win on their pick of Abyss to take this over to Bind to have a chance to still hang tight here in this tournament. Otherwise, it's going to be an early exit, the first round of playoffs.
This is interesting. A bit of a gamble here from G2, but going up against what has been, in my book, the best Abyss team in the world in 2025 is DRX. They've been so fearsome on this map, but looks like we might have a battle here right away. Drone gets the headhunter bullets out, though. Spot on the leaf. That's going to force them to trade here. Should open up some space. Grab of the orb. Wait out of the shock dart.
Let me just do
Is going to be that trademark inside of that smoke.
these last couple rounds.
Kind of interesting to me. Thought maybe the deadlock would be something that DRX would have to contend with.
Oh, nasty opening shot. Two players tagged down low here on the side of DRX. Rough start to the pistol. Reminder, they were able to collect both pistol round wins on Lotus.
They're going to get the info off this drone that they haven't rotated over to B just yet. Still a lot of time on the clock, and DRX being very patient. Very unusual.
Opens up a lot of space here for Jogamo, and that also allows for these rotations to come back through to reinforce this site. So Valen making his way through.
Going to get that extra angle from freeing, though. That could be the difference maker.
Paranoia not going to connect. Leaf just here around the corner on the peak, gets the spot, but makes a quick little exit there with the rendezvous. Spike for now, going to be planted. His flashback does manage to find one. Jogamo held at bay here by this trip, but it looks like he might.
Okay, I'm getting a phone call.
Having to be rerouted, but will eventually look to clear this, and nearly does get caught on the timing. Flash going to be sent through the frenzy up close. Able to find the kill. Seen a good amount of damage. He's coming. Looks for a second if he's able to find it. Joining in alongside Flashback. Jogamo has been spotted. It's going to be Flashback to collect the third and finals. The RX will go 3 for 3 on the pistols.
Oh boy. Did not feel comfortable at all. Seeing some of the value of that chamber with the damage done, but DRX able to wait things out just long enough. Right as G2 is starting to get the read, starting to get the idea that this is still going to be an A hit. It's when they spring into action. Flashback so hot on this map. Gonna go right back in to that Marshall. Guardian for Hyunmin, no buy up for G2 on this one, no stingers. But they just wanna brawl, they wanna rumble.
Shots coming through, flashback with that Marshall. Looking for that follow-up shot. Find it though. Sleep peels back a kill. Before getting traded out, traded up. DRX. Two-player advantage. Jogamo just with the classic to try to see if he can work some magic. Maybe could find a timing here on to freeing. Would just be a ghost collected.
All right, I'm back.
Freeing. Now going to be spotted. There's the headshot. There's the finisher. Jogamo offered up a little bit more firepower. See if he can put the use already. Decent damage dealt here.
He perfectly flashed himself.
Gets the ping reveal as well.
Oh, nice shot. I am just gonna go back real quick to see. He also bought a frenzy on here.
Drone gets the headhunter bullets out though. Grab of the orb. Trademark inside of that. Something that DRX.
The pistol on Lotus.
I'm just looking to see if he gets any value from it.
Base here for Jogamo, and that also
gonna get that extra angle from freeing though.
Connect. Leaf just here around the corner on out, gonna be planted. His flashback does manage to find one. With frenzy up close, able to find the kill. And flashback. DRX will go 3 for 3 on the pistol.
Okay.
Makes the jump. At the moment, DRX, no one looking to play around the angle. Hyunmin making some noise here at B. Firing off a couple shots is freeing. Gonna be able to get the spot here on the Jogamo. He's wary about potential other pressure here in mid, scaling forward behind the wall. Goes up for the check, drops down, quick little exit. Gotta make sure that you're riding that timing to a T. Looking for the flash forward, but Leaf gets one, gets out, flashback dead.
Love that little idea. Slow up DRX's executes before they even begin. Take out flashback. One of those big pieces in that double duelist setup to take space. Freeing again. Making his way through. Jonah P right here on the other side though.
See, weapon gonna be collected. And one just had that ghost at the ready. See the fall away here from Jonah P, and Hyunmin up and over the top is able to catch Leaf there. Off guard. Drone going for the push forward, and Jogamo able to find one, but Mako is there to trade it back. A 3v3 now. Spike planted. DRX potentially favored here is Hyunmin. Going all the way around the back flank. Trent gives it consideration here for a moment.
Wow, they don't know about it.
Find a godlike timing, but time is now starting to run out. But there they are, out into the open form.
Wow. Now it's a 1v1. Mako's probably favored here, but he has a worse gun.
Just a concuss remaining. He's got a decent idea of his position. Taps it. Mako on this
Oh my god. Oh, that was a rough one.
The zone as the fuse comes through. Bonus conversion going to be denied, but at the cost of 4 players on the side of G2.
That was a rough one. I ain't gonna lie.
Mako there, mixing each other up. Some good trades for the side of DRX. This flank, he had expected Trent to turn around. Maybe Hyunmin just takes a 4K in the round. Oh, the first bullet just misses for Mako. Can't quite get it done with the Bulldog. Just barely.
Allen trying to get the energy going. There's Leaf going to be given it another chance to go ahead and hop around the side. Seems like he's got this one.
Man, that's such a dangerous jump.
Will be spotted there by the dimensional drift, opened up by flashback, so they try to just go ahead.
He still gets tagged.
Flashback into the back of side is able to go ahead and isolate and conquer.
Whoa, where did? Oh no, he ulted there.
Could absolutely be their undoing. The smoke dissipating here in main. Everybody lined up.
No way. How does he whiff that, dude?
Quick turns from DRX. They get the shutdown on the enemy Yoru. Now have themselves a 4v2 advantage. Both players from G2 saddled here in tower.
Wow, what a throw. Oh.
4K clutch. It's going to be necessary. Hyunmin lingering, lurking down below. Continuing to swing out, gets the
there he goes.
Gets the shot. DRX will maintain the lead now 3-1.
Couple things in that round. First of all, flashback's TP completely read by G2. They just couldn't beat him. He just wins. I mean, Leaf's looking right at him. Doesn't matter. Just better. And like you said,
Ah,
any other gun.
you can see him in the replay. Like, oh no.
How much damage DRX did in their bonus and what that brings for the firepower for G2. And yeah, so close.
Set up of a lifetime. Just didn't have the right tool for the job.
God, he's just so smart with the way he positions.
Situating a cage here, gets the cam forward in mid. Gets the spot out, sees Trent forward. Doesn't enough to just go for the swing though. It's very much
No way.
position for
Oh, okay. I thought he just jumped off the map.
A site completely evacuated now from the side of G2, but DRX continuing to lead in towards B.
Yeah, they're going to keep themselves hidden, so they might have to fight their way through. I mean, the executes are good. They can get the U to the land.
Can get very dangerous for DRX. Drone gets the spot. They're going to try to push forward off of this one. Ready to swing into the corner. Flash going to be flying. Jogamo going to be good for one. The saturate connecting to Mako. Does manage to come up with 2 kills. Gunman up and over the top.
What? What? Huh?
He's able to find himself a second shot.
Good God.
There's a gun there.
He was just a classic. Should absolutely be dead to rights than he is.
Okay.
G2 continue to make these rounds dangerously close. Feels like they have no right to do so.
The Trent's feeling it. He is hitting some crazy good shots. DRX able to weather the storm, and they're able to get a good read on this aggressive push out. Saw that on the ecos on this map.
Can't believe he missed Trent.
A little bit of that from G2. They like trying to put some pressure through.
He died.
Didn't register it.
He saw him.
Or maybe just thought his teammates would be there a little bit quicker. One of the two. But still have the Hunter's Fury for Bane, but the altar in cycle for the side of G2.
And there's the tour de force.
Jonah on Sova, by the way. You rarely see that.
Going to be looking to try to tackle this B site. Jogamo. Just doing the Jogamo.
Wow, that hit him.
Fury going to be sent out here, and that's going to be the kill. Jogamo going to be taken down.
There goes Bane, and Valen gets hit.
Great value from Bane. Site's still not yet quite taken. Jonah P drops down, plants his feet, and finds
Nice shot.
Wow. Spot. Valen. Still thriving. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested. Bane watching this drop here from Jonah P, needing to note a potential flank up from mid. Mako just going to be looking to dodge the Armageddon. TPing past it. Does manage to do so. Gunman finds Lee.
Nice play. Oh, nice shot. 1v1 for Trent again.
The ball's not going to have too much longer, but quick push back.
Oh, nice try. That was a good idea from Hyunmin. Uses it as a drone, you know.
By the skin of their teeth, man. This is so close. A great spot there for the Hunter's Fury. What a perfect target to find in that Yoru to get some good reads. Great reaction to the flank. Hyunmin here.
Nice.
11 and 2 now. Even freeing. You don't see that every day. You do not see too much in terms of him getting vocal, him getting loud. And clearly, that might have been something I think that
Get a timeout.
should have been talking about after that loss against fnatic. Get loud. It can't just be Bane. We need more players in there. Getting the energy into the system. Man, G2 has been so close. Some of these reads have been pretty good. DRX is just a step ahead on this map.
Still, you can't count G2 out of this one. Granted, DRX, I'm in agreement with you, and I think most people would be looking like the best of his team in the world.
Hard to argue.
Also have to remember what G2 was able to do versus T1 all the way back at Bangkok in that grand finals. It looked like they were down and out.
True.
And it looked like that should have been it. But
to be fair, that was also Meteor playing Rain.
That is also true. To be fair. It was a little bit different.
It was a little bit, yeah.
But either way, they're capable of the comeback.
11 and 2.
That ends up being a little bit more costly. Armageddon, the Cosmic Divide. All getting committed in.
Kind of curious if they're going to want to go for the Yoru ult into Hunter's Fury combo on this round, even though it is an eco for.
It's interesting to see them playing Chamber A almost every single round.
They're going to be taking a lot of space mid early, you know.
Normally, when you think of Chamber on Abyss, you'd think like
down that mid area.
B.
get the read on him. Well, they get the spot, and Bane plays
Wow,
that gorgeously.
dude.
Straight between the eyes. Flashback now. Tuck forward, gonna get spotted here. Trent looks to try to flush him out into the open.
Oh, that missed him?
Cannot get the kill. Coming from on high, behind Jonah P. Leaf is gonna be good for the one.
Wow. You know what I said? I did say, like, DRX have one of the best abysses of all time.
I mean, DRX is just so fast on some of these rounds that even with that mid control and that lurk that they're able to set up, it's too little too
Wow,
late,
they just barely see him. What?
Oh my god.
Bit of a fadeaway.
That's crazy.
Flashback hit a nice one in there. That is some sick, sharp shooting.
That was crazy from Bane.
Dogamo has his ult. Now you've got the op for Leaf into play. Is this going to be where G2 can get this half turned around against this fearsome DRX team who now wants to try to make sure that mid is clear for themselves, maybe even set up a TP play for flashback. They throw the dart through and they just fake it. They're just faking this pressure, trying to bait a reaction.
It's also a good read overall here from the side of G2. They've been doing heavy mid pressure pretty much every single round.
Yeah.
The one time the DRX
Chamber on A again.
There is no one there to get caught off guard.
They were just looking to see if they could set up flashback for the big TP in play. Already freeing in towards those vents. Jogamo. This is such an unorthodox angle. Just kind of depends on how much time is left on that TP.
Jones not going to be able to check him here. Salvo, try to get a catch, gets the cancel there from Bane. Made it out. Here's the tap of the orb, but not going
So his
to
TP's gone now.
Gate crash. Does expire. He's gonna go jumping for it, but Gunman is right
What
there.
the hell, dude? Why? Just wait. Just wait a little longer.
I respect the attempt. I really do.
And now, bonus on the rest of
Oh,
the
that
players.
hit him?
Trent gonna be spotted out. Overwhelmed. Gunman coming up with freeing.
Wow.
Flank takes the op.
The freeing lurk timings have been really good too.
Jonah P. Have to pull off an ace clutch, but realistically all he wants to do is try to rescue this operator, but now the tripwire has been placed there, making it nigh unrecoverable. We'll just tuck away. This round is over, and DRX gotta get themselves a 6-round lead.
They're just so explosive.
He
on
could
this
go
map.
up and around behind freeing,
It's just
but
so
now Bane's
impressive
watching that angle.
How well drilled they are here. And just how ahead of the curve of every team they are. And G2 even tried to throw the chamber into the mix to see if maybe that would help. Maybe if they could get some more, value, able to stop some of those big executes, maybe get those big kills with the op or with the headhunter early. None of that has really worked out. It kind of almost did.
Sounds like someone's got like bongos in there.
Kind of doesn't really count in this situation, and Gunman continues to be a wrecking
At least
ball.
jump with like a flash or something.
He is
Don't just jump.
so on point, getting set up there.
Really nice from
Bane's
Hyunmin.
util. He also would love to give a shout out to him on this map. I love the way he pilots the Sova. He's so great with the timings of everything to set up his teammates.
Speaking of timings, it's a timeout. Second one for G2.
Two early timeouts, just like we saw DRX on Lotus. So both teams, reading their opponents well with the map picks early, kind of leaning into their strengths. I was genuinely curious if G2 was just going to ban Abyss coming into today. I thought, you know what, why not? And I was shocked that they didn't ban Bind and that it's our decider, but that's maybe a point for the next map if we get there. But right now, you're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at DRX, and they are just cruising. I mean, some of the rounds sure have been close, but overall, they've been really on point. It's like we got an outlaw buy up for freeing. Jonah P gonna carry that rifle over.
Yeah, I want G2 to play it close here,
Nope,
but
goes back to the sheriff. Take it back. Jog's been sitting on his ult for some time, but he's never been able to use it. They've never had an
I
opportunity.
think
for a
DRX
retake.
have this game.
Compared to what
This
we've seen
map,
from him
that
on Lotus,
is.
what, 3 ults and a half.
Yeah. Oh, he had
Been able to utilize that at all.
7 3Ks
Yeah.
on Lotus.
Jog had
230
7
average
3Ks.
damage per round. He was obliterating them. In a different map, a different scenario. DRX is back into their comfort. A little bit deeper util here. That trademark way up by B-Link. Like the ideas with this pressure, making these one and dones.
Riding a line, goes for the peak. Good amount of damage, and as I continue to
Wow, they just let Jonah die there, bro. Both of them TP'd and Jonah was just left alone.
with that kill, Jonah P now dead, and
That's unfortunate.
Saves from the previous round that now needs to be recovered. Granted, it is
That's not even Jonah's fault.
No one is there to challenge this one from the side of DRX, but instead they're just piling forward here onto this B site.
Yeah, there's just not much
gun
you
now.
can do. Try to look for a timing maybe off this recon.
And everybody else is just a different area code. Rim now to be cleared out. Valen going to be good for a shot. Does manage to put down Kunmin. Trent's position known. Leaf now arriving, but previously had been worked down to 21 health.
Here. They check
find
the
some
cam.
very snappy shots.
Yeah.
They're going for it.
Through the trip.
Draws some attention, but there's still plenty of DRX players here.
There goes Jog. So they know the fake.
Finds a second, look for the reset. Bane unable to pull it up, but Mako's there to go ahead and spare their blushes. 3 players surviving.
Damn, man. Hello.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch this DRX team on this map. They are just unbelievable. It's time and time again. They're doing the right things.
I think that G2 should try and play Chamber B. Literally, he's been A every single round. And it's not getting any value.
They generally have been kind of at least making them respect mid.
And DRX are going B. They're finishing B 9 times out of 10.
Keep hitting this side. Basically just keep avoiding leave. Quick glimpse.
This will be the 9th time.
On to Valen. Bane's going to be the one that brings the spike forward here onto the site. Does have that Hunter's Fury, so we'll see if he's going to be able to fade away and get into a position where he can
Mako's
actually
playing
utilize that in the
deep.
round.
But they have Bane for ult and freeing as well.
DRX try to maintain this win streak.
They're going for it.
Looking to push forward. The Hunter's Fury now coming in, just looking to try to cause some disruption. And final pulse going through.
Yemen just dashes out. Oh, nice flash. Nice kills. Now they're on the spike. It's Jover. You should peek it. They're both low.
Finally able to double up on the board.
And it took some big ultimates there. Jog finally able to find an opportunity.
Man, that's tough.
For the dimensional
That's tough.
Valen hitting some big shots. Great flash too to set him up from Jog, and this cosmic divide just makes the round so difficult. So much space that they have to cover with just 2 players left.
You understand the attempt of the Hunter's Fury to try to disrupt and stop him from being able to get into the site, but
sure,
when you don't find an elimination, certainly that hindsight for Bane is going to be saying, oh, if I had held it,
yeah,
have that to try to counteract the cosmic divide, cutting them off. He does not. Leaf again looking for an opener. Just going to be forced away.
Flashback actually didn't even take any damage in that exchange. So Leaf just not quite sharp in some of these moments.
So they finally lose on B, and they're like, okay, let's try A again.
Pushing that B main corner, trying to use
But
that TP to get the one and done again.
now Leaf is on A.
See if you can find one of those
3-stack on A.
to make it that much harder for DRX to get their game plan into play. Freeing gonna be up towards mid. This time Leaf's gonna try to counter. You know, so often
He's playing mid
DRX
here.
Freeing has been going through those vents, but they ping it out. They seem to have some awareness that might be a counterplay idea. Maybe he got a spot off the cam, not sure.
Hello.
Trent here. We see a little bit. This Bane. But that hasn't.
Just a lot of util going back and forth here. Nobody's even seen anyone.
Sometimes he's been off by himself, and it hasn't been him in the direction of where the attack is going to come through. But he's going to respond with the drone. That's going to keep those. Yeah, that's going to keep at least maybe an extra player planted there, but they got to get through some of this util at the site.
Dogamo pushing forward here into the smoke. The clone going through. Big mark pop.
The ult missed him. Nice from Jog. He's still going. He gets another one. Only 10 seconds left. How are you this fine morning, Dens?
DRX just going to have to stay back and go for the save. G2 for the first time here on this map.
Why is he even going forward? He has money to buy. It's fine.
Remember, the money's not in a great spot.
It was actually a good thing to go forward there because they had no money.
9-3 here if they can get the final round of the half.
Man, Jog. Just so smart with his positioning. Flashes himself out even. This DRX none the wiser to that setup. Not ready for it at all. Lets those duelists bypass him, doesn't care.
Buying attacking op here from Flashback. I am doing okay. I'm feeling a little bit sick. Feel it in my nose, but I'm alright. I had some chicken soup. That's the sick food, you know.
Gonna read that angle. That leaps in. Leap peeks it.
Yeah, hell of a flick here.
Yeah.
Look at these. They're just missing each other on that angle. John gets one. Another.
5v3, Fring trying to enact his flank. Position at the moment, though, going to be watched by Valen. He holds the line. G2.
Looking like an 8-4 half.
Starting to hit their shots.
But you still have the Armageddon to worry about here, so how are you going to get this plant down? Seems impossible.
And they still have the trip up on A. Valen's watching mid. Yeah, they're fine.
They're just not going to give him anything.
Mako could get orb and teleport. Or no, that orb's already gone. Okay, flawless to end it off.
8-4 at the half. G2 rescuing this as much as they possibly can. Looking a hell of a lot more alive in these last 7
Thank you
rounds.
very much.
And it's all Jogamo again.
All Jogamo all day long. We'll see though if G2 can finally pick up a pistol win to jumpstart the second half when we come back after the break.
I want to double check. Is there a way to tell what kind of guns people bought in a round or in a game? Economy just shows eco. Does not show. I thought I just heard a car. I played a Swift play the other day. Sorry, I didn't have my stream up. And it went all right. I played Nami. Because I played her in ARAM and I had a bit of fun with her. But mostly I just play TFT. I've been playing Aoshin's Ascent thing. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm on level 4. I don't really like... Yeah, I play TFT. I don't really like the regular League games because they're too stressful. Too much to think about, but Swift play is alright. Because it's like people get less mad at you if you're like doing poorly. Nah, generally though, I just like playing games alone. Like, I listen to audiobooks or I have something up on my second monitor while I play video games. And so it doesn't work well if I'm also in a call with somebody, you know. Eat stress for breakfast. Oh, let me unmute.
Be heard, so Mako calling for the rotations.
Another frenzy from Jog.
Getting himself in a position to go ahead and try to watch for this one. No, actually just continues to cut across. All eyes from DRX basically going to be trained now on this site take. Salvo forces them back. Jonah P doing a little bit of damage to the plant. Getting ready to come through. Will be allowed to just go ahead and get away with that one. Basically for free. Clear the recon. Leaf now on that flank. Able to find one. Green going to be taken down. The push forward. Mako dealt with. Now goes for this reload.
He doesn't get any value from the frenzy.
Salvo going to be sent. Util basically expended here from the side of G2. The defuse getting started. Scummin tries to chase forward, but the defuse from the half cannot.
Nice from Jonah, really nice.
Jonah P will get G2 their first pistol win here in this series.
And what an important one it is for them.
Wait, that was their first pistol win.
Map, a big win for Leaf. Almost doesn't get it. Takes a ton of damage. Silence. They know they got to get a
I gotta take a look at that too, actually.
Try to buy some time for Bane to stick the defuse, but they just can't win those battles
Against paperrex eco.
But it's held.
They went
G2 comes in, no buy up to speak of for DRX. They're gonna have the outlaw. They're gonna have a couple bulldogs.
2 out of 6 for pistols.
And this is the problem with this G2 comp. If you let them get into post plants, it is annoying. They have so much stall. Shock darts, Teo salvos. Nice kill for Leaf.
Gets the spot on the Bane as well. The counter swing back out to try to overwhelm, but does have the quick exit.
And
a bit of damage, but this opens up the space take here in towards mid. It's Mako gonna be spammed down. Spotted there by the drone, trying to play within the smoke. Massive misstep and a big punish found.
Just add on to it, they also had the Astra to just delay on these plants. That's why I said it's so important for DRX to get out of the curve. Obviously, this is the eco. Not going to matter too much here. He's trying to do some damage, but Valen, very aware. See if Bane has anything to say about it. Oh, pulls off the angle.
I really like that skin. I like the fact it has when you like equip it. It has like a little heart effect, but I don't like the way that the skin looks itself. Nice from Trent. Nice. I'm a big Jonah P believer.
It's going to be a scary one. Gonna have tons of firepower to play with. Drone there.
For sure. Have a good lunch.
Tries to get out and,
Oh, that's tough.
Bit of an unfortunate timing, I suppose.
I'm in on 19 kills. Wow.
Rifles. DRX.
And Jonah was on 4 at the half, and now he's on 10, 2 rounds in.
Incredible bonus if G2 can get it to go. Then you really start.
Sounds like fun. Enjoy.
Only freeing here.
So leave Spike, but they're leaning A. Yeah, they're looking for the Cypher trips.
Missing the deep one. Usually he's got 2. One where that shock dart landed, and then the other one.
He's got one in the back pocket.
Yeah. Oh, you're right, he does. He's still hanging on to it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Drone now coming forward. Spike's still going to be dropped back over towards the spawns.
Maybe he's expecting the
G2 really just wanting to display some
darts to break him.
Util. They have been able to do so.
Freeing. Done a nice job, but
flashback.
Oh, she's Valen.
Spot on the 1. Back pedals away. Sees the captain of the enemy team. Leaf just going to be left lingering around here.
Makes it tough to read. G2 there, only showing the Astra. Doesn't mean much because of the global util.
Drone going out.
And G2, they can get into position here. They should be able to get a plant down.
Ooh, he TP's into the smoke. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. He lost to a classic in mid. Now he's just gonna save.
Try to play for this one, has to just sit back and wait for that spike to detonate. G2 are going to convert the bonus. Now across the halves, a 6-round win streak of their own. As they're going to be one away from tying things up.
That is tough.
It's just the little things, and it's that one spot onto Val, and it doesn't give you enough as
Jonah's
DRX
hunting.
to make the read.
He's trying to
They're
find
gonna need
guns.
some
That's
help.
it.
They have been brutalizing Mako over on that B site. Flashback uncharacteristic, off with the aim. They go hunting. I don't know if they're going to get to freeing in time here or not. Maybe Trent. But he stops up. Looks like it should be a gun.
Yeah, they were just looking
Hell,
for
look
guns.
DRX. They just can't get the reads. That's all this is. And obviously, a great spot there on Mako. Dogamo just running through. Nice little flash, but it's uncomfortable. Bane gets spotted by Leaf over in top
Tough.
mid, trying to duel.
Very tough.
That sets up that Hunter's Fury to get the kill too. Phenomenal stuff from G2.
You guys are so much better, bro.
Calling their first timeout here on Abyss.
That's tough. I thought this was going to be a DRX win, like a DRX Abyss masterclass, and it looks like it's not.
It's gonna have to be one hell of a motivational speech here. You're gonna need to get their mental back into it. You're gonna need to get these players thinking a little bit more clearly, reacting a little bit better, a little bit quicker on this side of the map. So far, they've been.
I feel like DRX need like a hype man. They're never really
decided that B is where they
celebrating.
Want to go early. You don't want to try to deal with that Cypher setup that's often over on A and usually has Bane there backing him up with the Sova util. Want to try to test Mako and Flashback, and you want to keep that operator out of Flashback's hands as long as possible, because he was lighting up Team Liquid when they played on this map previously. That's such a key component for DRX on this defender side. It offers so much stall, especially if you can find that smokes player. Makes it so easy for freeing to just open up the map, but might not even get there. We'll see. Big push out from DRX, but noted here by Jonah P.
Double ping reveal there. And that's immediately going to have them sprinting now to try to recontrol some parts of this map, and the drone immediately is going to be cleared, but does get a quick little glimpse, I believe, on multiple players.
Yeoman has a
smoke forward.
Has the gun that Flashback had.
Too bothered about that.
It's probably a good idea because Yeoman's been playing really well this game.
Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Might be a duel.
Young man inching closer and closer.
There it goes.
Will be winning that one.
And they might be able to get that gun, yeah. I think that was kind of a mistake from
Leaf on this angle.
Jog.
Smoked off.
Or from G2, you know.
Gets handed over, but Mako at the same time, a quick peek out of A main.
Gets a trade on it though.
And with that kill, Jonah P, he's sounding, I think I've opened up this side of the map, so come over here to join in with me.
Now they're rotating back through mid.
Patching. Getting those good rotations at the very least this time.
But Bane and Freeing only have Sheriff and a
Something that was talked about.
Classic.
They don't commit.
30 seconds left.
Try to find your opportunities.
Don't lose another gun here though. Wow, what a shot. Really nice.
Clean shot. Getting rid of one of those recovered weapons. Freeing now dead. Just a 2v4 here. Youngman swooping forward is able to find one.
Nice from Yeoman though.
Jonah P going to be taking down all three remaining players from G2. Disconnected here at main. Salvo's going to be sent to the lake. Cannot get the hold to half, and the star is still going to be set up.
One enemy remaining.
Youngman gone. Bane could really only hope to potentially
Save
do a
the
little bit of
gun.
damage and just go for the save, and it looks like it's going to be the ladder, just hightailing it out of here to safety. Still wary about these flanks, but G2 now continue this run back. 7 rounds in a row to tie it up now at 8-8.
Very nice.
It's going to be a big test for DRX.
I wonder what those rooms are for.
G2 has found their footing. They
On there.
found their groove. They're hitting their shots. They're making good reads. DRX has to find ways to slow this down. Seems like they had a better read in that round, but still getting beat. Some of those pivotal moments, you know, shutting down Flashback, not kind of registering in his brain that there could still be a player watching through mid. Gunman's having a whale of a map, but it's just not enough. It's going to be an operator even for Leaf here. Try to break things open, and DRX is leaving the B site extremely lightly defended. Jogamo has his ult even to set this up. And this looks like retake all the way for DRX. I don't know if they can really shut this down in time. They're trying to scoot into position, but Jogamo.
Why would you use the Teo drone if you're already Yoru ulting? I would save it, no?
Flashback as well.
Already, spike planted. 5v5 short.
Unless you're going two different ways, but they both went the same way.
Clean here for G2. Paranoia not going to be connecting on the Jogamo. Still here on high, but loses up the fight.
This is our shot. Leaf has op though.
Puts down Freeing. Showing a P, able to tuck back, avoiding that saturate. Rocco coming up with
That's another one.
Now gone. Leaf continues to be an absolute thorn in their side.
Yeah, that refract wasn't really a good idea because they had to re-peek the op angle and they had already been past it.
Standing here on top of this spike, DRX need to get on this ASAP.
Oh, but Flashback has his own op. I didn't even realize.
It's just looking far too clean. Mako playing forward the defuse, being held. He's
wow.
But Valid will deny.
Oh, he died.
No one left standing, but G2 are out in front.
Beautiful work from Leaf on the backside with the op. Just ruining players as they try to get through. There's no smoke to cut him off. They don't anticipate that he's going to be in that position with that weapon.
Wow.
And Valen able to just spray it down. And you can see what I'm talking about with this comp. The delay.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
DRX.
Nobody cares about your fake-ass followers. Banned.
It's just played so well by G2. Once they get comfortable, they can use Jogamo's ult to get into a comfortable spot onto B, get the plant through, retake the whole way is just so challenging for DRX. They've got to try something a little bit different. They got to talk about a few things here. Again, getting ahead of the curve, but also maybe trying to go for some flanks, trying to create a little bit map pressure early. They've got to get into the spawn of G2 a little bit if they're going to be forced to play retake. Things like that have to be in their mind. But the pressure may be getting to them. There are smiles, but man, oh man, G2, just unbelievable how tenacious this team is.
Realsa 2, Leaf maybe just going to have that tour de force in behind this Stinger. DRX consider a couple follow-up purchases here for now, looking like maybe just the two Guardians. Bane bringing a classic in.
Should be able to scoop up a little bit more if he chose, but they're probably saving for the op.
To play, let's play.
There's that tour de force. Mako playing close, dead.
Oh, wow.
Able to dispatch him with relative ease. Couple shots out, but the Cosmic Divide keeping Freeing protected there for the moment. It's flashback.
It's all ruse.
Gonna look to try to drop down and eventually could find this kid, but they've missed each other like ships in the night. But flashback no gets the read.
Wow.
Coup de grace to the back of the head. Trent
That might have been a audience thing.
Gotta try to come from multiple angles.
You heard the audience scream. It was like, oh, I must have missed something.
Wouldn't be too surprised the DRX just let it rip.
They do have the dimensional drift. And
They're using it. They're going for it.
Plays forward. Just the clone coming in around the corner. Flashback going to be running out of time. Sets up for that flash for his exit. But Ring has been taken down.
That's one. Gets taken out.
There with a follow-up. The tour de force shuts them down. Slows up the approach from backside. And it's still the player advantage here for the side of G2. Gunman going for the tap. Two more shots left here.
Wow, look at these. Look at those Sova lineups. Man, I need to learn that. What the fuck?
The Guardian will get taken down. The Phantom going to be recovered, but G2 continuing on this warpath.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is just so fun to watch them, man. They're so smart.
Play Sova on this map too.
Completely befuddles DRX. They commit fully to it. I mean, even
wow.
Get this freebie onto Trent in the long run.
What?
I appreciate the attempt from Freeing to try to go for the lurk, but it's red. And it's just, again, the game plans, the thought process of Valen.
You see it there, 9 rounds consecutively from half to half. DRX looking for a crunch play out of B, but there is no one home from G2.
All mid.
Line up to hear plenty of this.
4 mid.
Thrown out. It's a spot on the one.
Trent has a
Force him back. Jogamo Valen moving forward, trying to take this space.
spike.
3 players from DRX around the bend. Go in for the peek, and Jogamo will be left on the floor. Flashback just on the opposite side here of the doorway. The salvo to break it open and leave. Be able to find another kill here in mid. Valen's still going to be there, but no, gets displaces. Hyunmin finds one. Trent on the hunt, looking for Hyunmin. Gets the readjust, gets the headshot, but cannot get that kill.
Oh, he
Down
missed.
to Jonah P.
What happens if you drop a spike off the map? It respawns, right? It respawns at defender spawn or attacker spawn.
By DRX as they bring the gap back down to 1 round, separating. There is not much that they could do.
It's all about
Not
these
the purchases here, because the economy from G2, they sell plenty of money on plenty of players.
You're absolutely right. It's thriving. Yeah, but this is all about that early pressure you're able to create on one side of the map, and then a quick pullback, go towards mid, contest that space.
One enemy remaining.
And they do so well. They've got a great contained setup off the back of that early aggression. They're going to try it on a different side, but G2, similar ideas. Like they maybe think that they can make a play for mid, but that dart should have alarm bells ringing. It's the same setup. Look for the hit, doesn't come through. Get the Hunter's Fury for Bane, and then fall back.
Bane has been getting some nice Hunter's Furies.
Try to play a little bit more off that info game.
Shifted away from this A position pretty
So we have
heavily.
a deep trip mid.
Quick. As long as they don't commit too heavily towards that B side.
Where does that even attach to mid?
Spotted there. Bane does join back in. Hunter's Fury. Maybe try to slow up or deny the plant, but Mako for now taking point.
Is he going to go for that double TP play again? Nah, he's spotted.
Yeah, has been noted. Now he's going to be
Uh-oh.
very much slowed down and leap up and over the top on top of the box. Is able to find the kill. Mako eliminate the paranoia now. A non here for G2.
Too early on that ult.
Divergent paths here from Hyunmin to try to slow the approach, but G2 not looking
Baited
to
out.
rotate, still very much committed to this side of the map.
The pause. Trying to get into the heads of DRX.
Whoa, nice from him and Bane though. Nice.
Picked apart. And it seems like we may have an issue. Jogamo looking like he's going to be talking to admins here, so we'll have to wait and see for now. DRX probably just wondering what in the hell the other players are doing.
Are they gonna roll back this round? I don't think so.
Bear with us.
Got a little bit weird there, yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Have to wait and see exactly what's gonna come through of that.
Trent wasn't moving either. Although I know when you call a tech timeout, they
As we get word, we will
have
relay
to
you
stop
guys
touching their
who hit the
keyboards.
bell. For now, seems like might need a little bit of a reset there for Jaw.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, DRX had the right read anyway on that execute, but having John
I'm
there,
curious why there's so many technical difficulties on live stuff. Like when there's never any tech issues like at home.
Result of this.
Oh, look at that.
DRX maybe
Keyboard signs.
seeming like they could get the comeback rolling, but
Fancy.
That's right.
True. That is the best sign in the history of Valorant.
It's a day off, but I think she did come in.
Yeah.
So
I hope she hears it.
almost certainly did.
Oh, are we gonna maybe have a rollback?
Leggy strikes again.
Yeah, showing the 10 to 9 seems to be the case. No.
They rolled it back.
People on it. Hopefully, shouldn't be too long. We can get back underway here, but this break in the action not going to be good for either side.
Oh man, I actually kind of like that Valorant jacket.
You know, it's DRX. I don't think you should feel too bad about that one either way. It's man down. Mako got caught out there with the drone. Trent's been so good with Teho, man. I know he's not lighting up the kill feed, but he provides so much value. That drone is so annoying to deal with, and it's able to clear so much space on this attacker's side. You know, shut down some of that util, identify players. I swear to God, Mako was thinking about that double TP. I swear.
Yeah, stealth drone stopping him from being able to do it.
Just
There's always
shows
a chance for it in a future round.
shows the homework, man. You know, G2 is so well prepared. Time and time again. I mean, it's all the credit in the world to the coaching staff of G2.
Mike, when are you radiant?
Always putting these guys into positions where they are competitive. Obviously, winning Americas a bunch, getting close this year a few times. And this is going to be a tough lower bracket run.
Me win Team Heretics.
No doubt about it, but
Aw, VCT China.
I would consider them one of the likely teams to be able to do that.
Man, come on, guys.
It's never over till it's over. I mean, DRX has shown their proficiency
Who are they
on this map,
peeking?
and they've also shown that getting those early leads doesn't necessarily mean that the map is going to be done and dusted. Certainly have to expect that the pressures, the nightmare memories, their performance on Haven.
I forced her to come.
Starting
TMV oil up.
resurface a bit here. And yes, TMV, we're all waiting.
Yeah. It's
You
still
coward.
There's been a lot of TMV signs.
Left Paris before I could get here.
Look, I'm already traumatized from the Sideshow butter incident. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with the TMV oiling up. It's things that I wish I didn't have eyeballs for. But here we are.
Told that it should just be another
What is
minute
this
before we
timeline
get
where we're
back into
talking
the
about
game
this
here.
on official broadcast at the World Championship of
Another
the
minute
game?
before we get back into the game here. Appreciate the patience. As you know, we've had worse.
Good morning.
Likely teams to be able to do that.
Yo.
What are your thoughts on TMV oiling up?
You see on this map,
I
they've all
think that's a
busted
really,
their memories.
like, it's going to be
Performance
peak
on
Valorant
Haven.
when he finally does it.
Certainly starting to
I wanted to
resurface
see what he
the
wanted to
memories.
say.
Like,
Oh, I miss you too.
And yes, TMV, we're all waiting.
Yeah. It's
You
still
coward. Left Paris before I could get here.
Look, I'm already traumatized from the Sideshow butter incident. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with
he just needs to do it for the
TMV
people,
oiling
for the
up.
culture.
It's
They
things
back
that I
yet?
wish I didn't
Not
have
back
eyeballs
yet.
for. Here we are.
Told that it should just be another minute before we get back into the
I had it on mute, so I had to go back and listen to what they were saying.
Okay.
But, I've said, well, if Fnatic win the tournament, I have said I'll have to oil up if Fnatic win.
Nice.
What does that mean though? Like black tar oil or like
Black
baby
tar
oil?
oil.
Well, I was thinking crude.
No.
Crude oil.
We
Crude
can't
oil?
have
That's
oiling up also be a blackface event. That's not good.
Yeah, that would be definitely the end.
The final stream.
Are they in yet? Okay, they're back.
Looks like they did
Lather
roll
him
the
up.
I just wanted to see what TMV said about that.
He's been keeping them hyped up. He's been dishing out a little bit of trash talk. Trying to lead from that emotional position. And that's something that DRX is going to have to dig into as well. But look at this. 4 players here for DRX, 4 for G2.
Things are about to get very bloody very quickly. They're looking for the crunch play here yet again.
So the round
Going
did
to
get
be
reset.
finding 4 and Mako.
Whoa.
5-1, looks to dip out. Conversion pass now going to be sent through. 5
Wow.
That spray to find 1 feed. Gets lead. Dogamo dead. The Talon now trying to do it all.
So nothing really happened. Like nothing changed really.
DRX right back
They got
into
better
it.
use out of.
We want that 10-10.
They got better use out of the ult, the Hyunmin ult, but they still won. So nothing changed.
To dash up into the window. He throws a saturate, then throws his ult. They get the ping reveal. It is just a compressed
Wow,
G2,
really, really nice.
and they get smothered. That is absolutely a brilliantly designed play.
Yeah, that was really nice.
What a time to bring it out. I don't think we've seen that one.
Being
yet
only
from
on
DRX.
5 kills.
Bane has his ult. Jonah B has his.
G2 kick back economically here. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Dogamo going to be tagged.
They got the spike down really fast.
Still planted. Leaf seeing Hyunmin peeks in for a little bit more, but loses his life. Sentinel depth is now going to be invested, revealing the 3 remaining players for Pack, but it's into the open, so Valen can collect.
It's already tagged half down.
Upgrade here for him is freeing, dead to the shot.
Look at all this delay.
Diffuse has been held to happen. Flashback playing ringing around the Rosie. Joins back in, up and over the top, and the Diffuse is just going to be...
No, why, bro? It takes way too long.
Keeps him distracted. His Bane will still fall.
He shouldn't have done that, bro.
Oh my gosh. I thought for sure G2 actually had that. I'm looking at their ults. I'm looking at who's left on the team. The 3 big post-plant, the layers are still there.
Nah, it's a nice shock dart though, but the
Bane just sticks.
tail just takes way too long.
A little bit of a guttural shout there from Flashback. What a bonkers last couple of rounds.
I mean, Trent's going to be kicking himself. They still committed with the Armageddon. It was just far too late. Still an opportunity, though, as they go back into this buy. That's a critical tool that they are now lacking. Jogamo going to be one away from that. Next Dimensional's Drift is freeing. Just trying to cheat forward. Tucks back around the backside once again. Jogamo goes up and over the top. And
Wow, flashback.
Finds the opening kill. Oh, turn on the peak, finishing the job. The Cypher now gone. Mask goes in. There's flashback. Look at the spot out. Bane plays off of it well, but Trent is still there to try to bail them out. Spotted, repositions, goes up and over the top. The Hunter's Fury now going to be sent in here for the side of Jonah P. Spike going to be dropped down onto the floor. Hyunmin,
Nice trades. Wow.
Down, dead.
Wow.
And DRX are now
Really fast rounds here. Y'all been going crazy on the waylay.
It's just chaos. DRX is just throwing bodies at the problem. Flashback using his ult. Able to find one through the box before Leaf is able to trade.
Wow, what a shot.
On point. And get some praise from the IGL. Mako likes what he sees. He was trying to get back over to help him out. And here we go. Map point for DRX.
G2 needing 2 more to try to take this into overtime. Flashback on the angle here, staring down into mid, but Trent not going to be giving him the opportunity here to get that shot off. Gate crash slowly inching its way to get into a forward position. Hasn't been spotted. I'm not sure if they actually quite registered.
Bane's not looking that way.
They do have Bane right on top of this thing.
Who's next?
Likely not going to be taken.
All right, here we go.
Mask goes on. Jogamo, look at the scout out this site. I'm not sure if he's going to be seeing too much of anything. Double salvo's already going to be sent as Jogamo on the peak. Spotting 2 there at back sight.
Wow, Hyunmin.
Takes a shot and leave. Gets taken out of the equation. The reveal on the jaw. The spam attempt. Jonah P able to avoid that. Gets the spike in play. Here.
Oh no. Now he has ult again.
Convergent path's now going to be coming through. Trent going to be caught by this one. Stuck here around the corner, trying to get that crosshair set up, but Hyunmin just doesn't swing wide enough. And now it's all down to Jogamo. And he
Oh wow.
13 to 10.
You know, they made it a lot closer than I thought they would.
What a crazy map.
Did
So many rounds in a
G2.
row.
I thought DRX was gonna run away with it when it was like 7-1.
And still DRX has the mental fortitude
But
to
they brought it
hang on,
back.
to make the comeback, to run forward, to give us a 3rd map.
A pumpy map. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We are going the distance. We are not done yet. We'll see which one of these teams sticks around when we come back.
Okay. Now that we're back in here, I'm going to check if G2 played any group stage games with the Stinger bye. We will see. No, we got Jog on a Ghost here. Well, this is when they were playing a different we have Jog on a Classic with shields. So this would be the second one, right? We have Jog on a Sheriff. And we have Jog on a Ghost. So not against Heretics. What about against DRG? Why are they showing Divide? That was weird. Okay. Against DRG, we have Jog on a Frenzy. What about yep. Round 1 and round 13. Lotus. And then what about map 2? We have Jog on a Frenzy. On Abyss. Abyss. Round 1. And what about, yes, round 13th. And did they win the classics? Eco Pistols won 3 out of 4. Okay, then what about the T1 game? We've got Jog on a thing, yes, so T1 versus G2 on Lotus. Round 1. And what about at the half? We have Jog on a Frenzy. Whoa! I should be paying more attention. We've got triple Frenzies out here. Round 13. My pen is dying. 13. 3 times. Let me go back. We have Leaf on a Frenzy here too. 2 times. I'm gonna have to go back and double check that DRG game. Let me just check the second map. Corrode. Road. And 1. Yes. And another one round 13. Okay. Now, what was their pistol win rate? 3 out of 4 again. Okay, I need to go back to that DRG game. Let me unmute this though.
They had the attack that they did, that they were able to be so dominant over them. And to me, before going into this map, I was like, Hyomin, where are you?
Yeah.
We need to see you shine. And that is exactly what we saw in this map. Right off the gate, with a lot of confidence. Of course, when we speak about this double duelist and everything that DRX has been doing, Hyomin has to be present.
Yeah, and he did. He pulled off a couple of big moments that the team desperately needed. And Mimi, they were able to really ride that momentum into the win, even though they were giving up a ton of rounds when we flip sides.
They lost 9 in a row. The last 3 of the first half, the first 6 in the second. It looked like DRX were cooked, quite frankly, but they win that one round. They turn the momentum back in their favor. Hyunmin keeps up his excellent form he was showing in the first half, and they managed to close this one out, which is hard to do on defense. I think that especially those post lanes for G2.
And after the tech pause.
Yeah, I mean, those post lanes just looked so good, right? They were abusing the Astra Sock, followed by shock darts. All this utility was so hard to fight back into, but DRX started to play a bit quicker on their retakes, figured it out, and managed to bring that back in the end.
And that aggression that we saw also for them, we know that everything is on the line for both of these two teams. We've said it all of the year amounts to this. So, of course, we need to speak about the final map, which is going to be Bind. We still have not seen G2 play in it here.
Yeah.
We did see the showing of the Mosquito comp coming from DRX onto this map, and they look pretty comfortable against Team Liquid, but we only have that showing. And do we expect Mimi to see changes from the side of G2? Because they're good on this map.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because they were so good right in Americas, but they've had a spur of banning it here at Champs. I think their last 2 series, they banned the bind away. Here, instead, they elect to leave it open as that third map, not even taking it in the second round.
Exactly, they had a second chance.
My assessment is that they're going to have some clear ideas on their defense of how they like to play against the Mosquito comp. We're about to hop into the agent select here and really interested to see if anything changes.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, we're all here in the crowd, so trying to get some eyes on what we're looking like for the agent.
I'm running. I see
no
changes on the side of G2. I think I see the deadlock.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, from a join, I see the Yoru.
We got it up here as well.
Yeah, so they're going to be playing this comp a lot on different maps. Here it's obviously with that Brim, but really looking to see how Leaf and Trent on this attacking side are setting up traps. I think the combo of the net and the drone, even with the missiles, all of that has great synergy.
I want to see a little bit of the fakes. I think that I'm missing it. That synergy that we've seen in the past between Trent and Jogamo, especially with that deadlock that you're mentioning, Mimi, that has to give G2 the edge.
We're going to map 3. Now is the time to bring back the expectations. The 4th seed from Pacific, a DRX that didn't look like they would even be a competitor for top level internationally this year after going out early at Bangkok, missing out on Toronto. But now they're here with another fresh meta read, playing against a team who people thought could win this event, could make the finals, and now an opportunity to eliminate them, Bea, in the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. The pressure is going to be on both of the teams. We had questions coming into the second one. Is DRX going to be able to have a resurgence after map 1? And so they did. Let's see if they can bring it home.
All right, everyone, it comes down to the final map. Can DRX do it and pull off a upset of the tournament? Let's send it back over to your casters, Achilles and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Here we go, a final map to determine which one of these two
I don't know,
teams
honestly.
is going to be staying
I think
in the
G2's gonna win it.
Which one will be going out in the first round here of elimination
But
in playoffs.
I don't
DRX
know.
Doing damn well to rally back for the end of that abyss, but it was shaky from the swap of the sides just about all the way until the very end. G2 show how tenacious they can be, how long they can hang in there. Now they show this bind, something that they have not shown since the Grand Finals of Americas. First time here on the Parisian stage.
Oh, I was believing in the
Another Jog Frenzy buy.
The read, it felt like they were unstoppable, but DRX
And triple classic light shield.
Out, able to get the adjustments
That's interesting.
Needed, able to get through a tech pause and stand up when they needed it most. And they're gonna go all ghosts versus quite a few classics, and of course, the Jogamo Frenzy. And it has to be a strong defender side because G2 is fearsome on their defender side. Both of these teams want to do damage.
Quick snake bite here, just looking to try to shut this down as Gunman going to be refracting all the way back through. Doesn't get the opportunity to try to go for that peek as Jogamo just going to be hounded down. Trent will fight back for one. Close combat, clears out that clone. Jonah P opens up Hookah. Spring goes down.
Oh, he wasn't expecting the other one.
The spike now. Two players from G2 split away from this objective.
Just gonna have to try the rewrap. No util left.
You have to wonder why. Is the spike in hand there? Nobody else committing forward. So far away. Will just be a wrap back around the long.
Yeah, they want to get that deadlock util deep. Set up for those post plants, but DRX able to stand firm. Gunman thought about in the corner. Haunt to check close.
Swing out and Gunman great for the one tap. Valen needing to pull off some incredible heroics, but just doesn't have
Let's
the
try.
help to do it. DRX will continue to maintain dominance here in the pistols. 4-1 in that regard, but G2 now starting on this attacker side. We suspect the Stinger buy should be coming in.
They didn't get the bomb down though. Normally they only go for a stinger buy when they get bomb down.
Still looking clean here on bind. Bane, always going to be that hype man.
To go back in though, they're not going to be going for it.
Looks like couldn't get that plant down. Maybe just don't feel like the extra money's going to be there.
Yeah, that's the thing.
A little bit of util being bought here and there, but otherwise it's just classics.
Haunt cleared, quick exit. Gate crash forward as the saturate does go in, but Gunman not looking to overextend, plays it out very patiently.
Yeah, I like that. Something. Oh, thought that would connect.
Orb going to be given over here, Leaf. Believe the one that grabbed that up. Flashback just looking to play contain. Keep these players locked into showers. And on a very thin line, but not going to be flashing himself in. Just looking to make G2 think twice.
Oh, nice shot.
Tiny little gap in the smoke. More than enough for Flashback to be able to collect the kill.
Portal closed.
Valen just not even looking. Flashback ready for the smoke to drop. Off to the other side of the map goes the TP. Check through the teleporter of the Prowler. So a little bit of pressure going to be put onto Mako and Bane.
Love that.
God, Mako, good for the first.
I'm a big fan of the skin. I wish that I had bought the ghost.
It's a weapon that can get scooped up, but Jogamo able to do a little bit more damage here. Tuck back, perhaps grab the orb, but seems like he's just gonna go TPing, wanting to try to get the spike planted.
Yeah, just get spike down and save. Or don't save. He only has a classic.
Storm their way back across here towards this A side of the map.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Nice damage done.
Well, to try to lead the charge and flashback there at Heaven. Puts himself at 3K as DRX will get the 2-0.
Flashback only 3 away from his ult.
Yeah, let's see if that's maybe a sign of things to come for Jog on this map. That's decent damage. It looked like it was going to be pretty clean there, but has a nice flash out.
Yeah.
Can't quite fully turn it. It's good holds from Flashback though at Showers. I like the way they play that. Something that frustrated me with EDG early on in this tournament on this map was on an anti-eco, Kong went for the big flash player right around that same corner, committed to it, and EDG fell. But Gunman, wise to that big push, sees if he maybe catches somebody on the edge of that saturate. A big B stack. Gonna be a shotgun for Mako.
FD in hand, playing at Hookah. Bond gonna be cleared, Bane. Now hearing the stealth drone rushing forward, looks for the clear, but does get caught. Prowler will reveal the Bucky here after all. Mako just layering in this molly. Just go ahead and keep himself isolated away from the enemy players for now. Jogamo going to be able to find one. Flashback going to be taken down. That's that bulldog now out of the equation for DRX, losing out on a good amount of firepower.
Deadlock wall in place. Should be pretty tough for DRX. Mako just stuck in hookah.
Multiple mags to try to break down these segments and still have to clear another if you want to try to scale forward into this site whatsoever.
Yep.
Swing in. Jogamo will lose his life. Clear the segment. Hold forward, but no, Leaf not going to be good for that second kill. Gunman is able to find him. Weapon now upgraded over to the Vandal.
Mako only had that, yeah.
Into the corner, Bane going to be swinging forward, managing to get that kill.
Oh.
Snappy in on towards Trent. Time now starting to get away as the Prowler will be chasing in. The round is over, but the damage is dealt. DRX not going to be able to convert this bonus. They get damn close. It's only Jonah P left standing.
Nice try. That was close though. Really good anti-eco. They only had a Stinger, a Bucky, and a Ghost. A Bulldog.
Nice opener for Jaw. When he's getting first kills, good things tend to follow. It's an overwhelming position. Still with nothing but a Bucky there for Mako. Didn't have much hope. A great
That was a really nice shot.
Set up Bane. So it's going to be a bunch of weird weapons coming into this one. Flashback going to go for the Outlaw.
Three light buys, so the Outlaw will be good here.
Got a couple players on G2 are weak to it.
Sees net. Flashback does get caught by that, but has the exit. Jogamo storming forward to open up some space here for Leaf. They think better of it, wanting to get Dimensional Drift online rather than put Leaf one away.
Yeah, I like this. These are such impactful rounds for G2 is when Jog has that ult, because he's so steady. He's so smart with it. He knows where the gaps in the defenses are. Will catch you from behind when you're just not ready. So gonna switch sides of the map seemingly. Leave Leaf on his own. Does get checked by the Prowler, but
Yeah, Prowler through.
starting to look like it's gonna shape up to be a B hit. Again.
Crash now sent out. Flashback will be able to join in quickly. Spain just fishing for anything that he can get. Sends the haunt. Here's two guns fire off now. Dimensional Drift going to be in play. It's Jogamo. Goes forward here. Scouting at the side. Gets the spot onto ones. Looking for a little bit more. Finds Mako. We'll have to go here for the exit.
Oh, that was not a good. Not a good ult.
Steady here on the site. Puts up a second.
Oh, Mako though. What the hell?
Orbital strike now online. DRX not allowing for G2 to tie it up.
Don't tell me G2 go out
What
first.
great stuff here from Mako. Gets hit with a ton of util. Bane's there to at least cover Jog's exit from the Dimensional Drift. And they just line up a bit for him too. Give a shout out to Bane. He was the top fragger for DRX against Team Liquid on this map. Doing a nice job holding down.
Oh man, the Liquid DRX game was just atrocious. That was so sad to see.
Goes home the Prowler opening the door and Leaf is immediately dispatched. Woo. Great setup. Spain nearly getting caught here. Sends out that seize. Tries to align the spray for the second kill but cannot make it happen. Weapon not yet going to be collected though. It's deep in the garden. They set up the smoke to try to collect it, but Mako, he's just doing the Mako thing and he's just taking
Doing the Mako thing.
Fallon to see if he can try to get any additional damage out here, but freeing a little bit faster on the draw. DRX now up 4-1.
I would call a timeout here, I
This is
think.
gonna be a crazy round coming up. Both teams sitting on some pivotal ults. You've got the Annihilation, you've got the Orbital Strike, you've got the Armageddon for G2. This little trick play there with the Prowler. Bane just trying to throw that seize down and bail himself out.
Wow, two through the smoke. What the hell? So G2 don't call a timeout here. I think if they lose this one though, they should.
Nightfall, Orbital Strike for Mako, so both teams sitting here on a lot of ults.
They're,
For G2, the
they have another buy, so yeah.
Armageddon going to be sent out. Clear out this shower's angle. Stealth Storm to try to chase forward. As Spring does get marked, and that's going to be the Orbital Strike. He's just being forced to push forward in towards the enemy team.
Oh my god.
Get taken down, but it's going to be 2 kills found here as Leaf gets burnt to a crisp. Solid response. Jogamo able to go ahead and
Up
bring
on
this back to parity
freeing.
with the damage.
Flashback
Onto
him.
so very much.
Jog's 30 HP.
Regen shield not going to be doing much when you got 5 health behind it. Spike now stranded out in front of the portal.
And now you've got good coverage here of Showers with the operator. Trent goes for the peek. Could be in trouble. Haunt, trying to get some info. Dodged by Trent. Flash over the top.
Nice flash angle. It was too close for it though, I think.
Getting out from here. Yep, looking impossible.
There it goes. G2, call a timeout here, man.
3 players surviving. The op still in hand. DRX. Once again, accruing a massive win streak here for themselves. Even the Annihilation ends up getting burnt here.
And it's because DRX is so quick to react off of this ult pressure that Mako's able to get into a
Can't believe that the
orbital strike of his own. Sure freeings.
Okay, guys.
Dead man's land.
Must be G2 fans. That's gonna be a timeout call.
Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Same exact position, same exact scoreline, same exact rounds won that we saw from DRX on Abyss.
They still rattled off 3 more in a row before G2 started that epic 9-round comeback.
For Josh RT here in the coaching booth, needing to jumpstart the engine a hell of a lot faster. So when it did get going, it was looking great. Fizzled out just a bit by the end of that map.
I think
finding their impact here on this attacker side.
Yeah, to me it feels like 4 or 5 should be comfortable for G2 on this attacker side. Less than that, and I have concerns because of this double duelist comp.
And that's precisely it. The fact that DRX, granted, yes, Spine oftentimes going to be that defender-sided map, they're able to run away with it while piloting this double duelist. You have to be all the more concerned once they go on that attack. That's where their bread should be buttered. 4 Sheriffs, classic here for Jogamo. Try to pull off a thrifty, work some magic, get back into that driver's seat.
And they're gonna spread the map a little bit early. Push out, 3-man, stim beacon there. Fallon looks for the fadeaway, but doesn't connect. Immediately, peel off for DRX. Flashback gonna be up in heaven. Keeping that Showers angle on lockdown as best as he can. And it, gotta be a little bit careful there, Bane, but not be understated. No, they're gonna push this, it looks like.
Prowler to check. Clone to go ahead and clear it. For now, no real access over towards this B side of the map.
This is all a ruse, but DRX isn't biting. They've held their ground. Yeah, their strong side still A. Hunman one away from his ult. So the ult cycles here. Pretty impactful for DRX to keep their leads solid.
Salvador's own back, but Snakebite to delay. Bit of damage, as well as decay coming through. His flashback just going to be putting that.
Flashback is using the ult.
It's going to be broken down. As there's the spot out, Gunman just swoops in.
I don't know if it was necessary.
The spike planter, but doesn't keep himself alive. Push out.
Ooh, nice shot.
Flashback through the smoke. Spike not yet being committed to. Maybe an opportunity for a pivot. As Molly goes off to cut off this angle of approach from freeing. Will be sticking to it here on this A side.
It's all about Bane's lurk.
They're putting the ult into it.
Getting deafened there. As that nightfall goes across, Jonah P going to be taken down to 3v3. No weapons recovered here for the side of G2, so still going to be operating with just the pistol to try to make this happen. Leaf going to be known. Balance position as well. Noted. As Mako holds his own for 1, looks for the second. Runs out.
Leaf gets one.
On the peak, is able to find freeing, so the fuse not held to half quite just yet.
Oh my god.
Finds it and confirms the MasterCard thrift.
What a haul around from all angles, dude.
Oh man, what a win for G2. Right when they needed it most, they're able to dial up a special round.
Flashback uses the Yoru when I don't think it's really necessary. Jonah P uses the Fatal when they only have classics and sheriffs, and then they just win.
Yeah, now it's time for the DRX fans to maul a little.
Given how things have been going, losing around like that.
That's crazy.
Massive injection of cash back into the hands of G2.
Where does that land?
Could be messing with them.
Lands there. That's nice.
Clone through, flashback, the real thing still sticking around now, going to be forced in to that teleporter, but it's a double stack
Just
setup
2
here.
there.
G2 G2 effectively trapping him in position until they force out that final
Mako, though.
little jump. But yeah, Mako deep into market.
They don't know about him.
Just looking for info.
If he just sits there, he's gonna get two.
He's Spike gonna be recovered.
I think he might have hurt a little bit.
Freeing at the same time, able to find Jonah P down short. Fallon caught with a knife in hand, stims his way out, and Trent.
Oh, good
Very
spot.
nice shot to get the shutdown there onto Mako. It's still gonna be a player advantage to the side of DRX.
Now you're gonna have this op to contend with no smokes to cover. So one way or another, you're gonna be walking into danger. Jog trying to do what he can.
Quick peek in, but this time no one at home there in heaven. Checks in close. Spotted.
This is all gonna be on flashback.
Jog has an op too. I didn't even notice.
Does still have that operator on the line here.
30 seconds.
Try to hold
Both
the
teams have no
downswing.
smokes.
Getting ready to come through. Salvo forces him off the angle. He eats a pulse. Repeats it. Does find
He
Trent.
eats
Turns his spike as well.
eats the damage to get the kill.
I believe he called a glimpse onto
Wow.
catches a stray. Jog gonna be good for one.
Gonna grab orb
here.
and save.
Of the round. Not gonna be able to get this one over the line.
Love that from flashback. The confidence to go through the salvo for the follow-up. Gets the spot after the flash onto Leaf. Able to shut that round down. Great opener from Freeing as well in that onto Jonah P. Didn't get to see it just through the smoke.
Yeah.
And this is so brilliant from Mako, finding the gaps.
Wow.
You can see the sheer panic there on Fallon's face. Completely unread.
Economy's wonky for G2. They're able to get a couple rifles to back up the op. Stinger for Jonah P. He's looking for some of that pressure, but so far DRX hasn't had to dip into that well. They've been able to play some pretty default heavy stuff. Shut down the chokes. Get those crossfires. Outduel their opponents. That's how they've been winning here so far. Ooh, the timing
Looking for
there.
the shot, but yeah, just split second too late to be able to find some damage. Pressure now coming through as Leaf is just pushing off the back of that one, but Mako
Wow. Aqua 14 and 4, by the way. Wow.
takes him down. Rough go of it so far here for Leaf. Prowler will eventually get the grab. Op gonna be noted. Dogmo trying to see if that swing out of showers ends up coming in. He's getting the connection, the shot not going to be going in, but Freeing still holding the line, is able to find one. That's their own operator. Now down on the ground, and Jonah P gets some damage, but cannot get the kill. Hyunmin locks onto the head so very quickly. Once again, G2 left reeling, looking like they're just going to stay tucked back to save these rifles.
You can't save a bulldog.
So maybe he has something to say about this, but Trent holding in ADS. See if Mako gets the read.
In towards that position, swings in, and will be met with his demise. One away now from another orbital strike, but does hand over a weapon upgrade to Trent. A bit of a consolation prize here, perhaps. Freeing maybe looking to try to take it away from him. As he read the reposition, he has.
Very nice. Trent is crazy good at holding angles.
Now DRX confirming a lead at the half. The question is, how massive is it going to be?
This is just a huge win for Mako out in the open. He tries to swing, but can't quite get there. Wow, that is fast from Hyunmin. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
And if you're Jonah P, what more can you say about it? Man just hit one hell of a shot.
I mean, he's come alive in the big moments now.
Another timeout.
That's saying something for the rookie.
Both teams that have been on the back foot in these maps have had to commit both timeouts in the first half. Twice in a row now here for the side of G2. Just 3 rounds separated. They got themselves a thrifty the last time out. This time we'll have a bit more firepower to work with. But that hasn't mattered too much for them.
No. And you've got Jogamo's ult. Again, such a powerful tool in the hands of these G2 players to give them information, to give them reads. And it so far trying to hide this map here in Champions. Hasn't benefited G2 just yet. But still, again, we switch over to defender side for G2. Could be a different affair. They need to get a couple more, it feels like. Freeing's got the pit. He's just gonna let it go off the rip and short.
Dimensional drift here at the ready for Dragamo. Freeing's playing back, so might actually not be committing it in quite just yet. Maybe see what the early contact looks like on the opposite side of the map.
Got players here to help clear this drone.
Just get cleared. Clones coming through. Sol, an elbow there, flashback. Gonna be eating some damage here. A hell of a lot of it. As he falls down to 28. G2 now going for the pivot, and Mako already on the rotate, making his way back through the spawn.
Look at Leaf, he's just tucked in, watching that TP in case Flashback had to take it.
Dimensional drift now gonna be coming in. Far too late to try to send that pit. Maybe for a retake. Dragamo to get himself situated forward here. Into Lamps as the pit now does go down.
I like that. That slows Jog up.
And they try to contest this. Spike gets planted. Jonah P gonna be cooked though. As Trent also gets taken down. Barrier mesh trying to get cleared out. Fallon here at Dice. Gets the spot out, but now has been noted. Pit, Fall, and Decay coming through, up and over the top, into the refract, just trying to draw that attention, trying to see if they can spray him out of this position. He narrowly managed to stay alive with 20 HP, but Flashback on the peak finds
wow, man, they're just getting. I can't believe this.
Come in, the timeout to mean nothing. It's 8-2 as DRX maintain a chokehold on this defense.
This is such a clever pit from Freeing. It completely nullifies what Jog wants to do into that Lamps position to try to go for that flash in the repeat to at least get one. And then they just wait him out. He gets impatient. He's holding with the shorty for the longest time, trying to make the big play.
If not for that decay damage on the Jonah P, he could have gotten out of the orbital strike.
Right.
Could have been another player there to try to pull off that post plant.
Yeah, it reaches all the way into that default position too. What a heads-up play from Freeing. Bit of a rough day for him, but that one was a difference maker.
Oh, and Flashback! What a shot! Unbelievable as Leaf is just not allowed to do anything!
Yeah, they're just getting taken out, man.
My jaw's on the floor. That is unreal.
Well, this jaw's still alive. He's going to look to try to bring them back into this in a 4v5, but still just does have that stinger. Stealth drone going Bane's way. Gets cleared out, TP forward in towards the corner, just gonna be a fake.
Power to confirm presence though, so that means gonna keep this three-player strong side. Bane there, deals with the clone with the shorty. Flashback just ringing shots through the smoke. He knows they're stuck here. Let's see, there's still enough time for one more rotate.
Some more damage going to be taken. Snakebite to try to slow up the approach here. Freeing has him lined up. A damn near collapse. This Fallon's the last one standing.
Oh my god.
A flawless round as DRX continue on their march. What a play from Flashback. Absolutely astounding.
And what a time to go for it. Starting to feel himself, starting to get that confidence. They haven't shown a crazy amount of pressure early like that.
But now, pick your poison, DRX. 9-3 curse or the 10-2 again. Annihilation online here for the side of G2. Fallon can get an orb. We'll have an orbital strike.
Yeah, you're so close to the Armageddon as well for Trent.
Big fight to try to delay once again. Flash off the angle here is Freeing. Clears the clone, spot on the Bane, but Alt not going to be able to get the grab. He's now coming in, Fallon. He's going to cook Flashback, finds him there with a molly. Quick turn up. Bane covering fire, keeps him protecting the Armageddon, pushes him forward, and Bane gets the shutdown on the Leaf. Chaos ensues here on the site. He's coming, catching a glimpse, sending a saturate. Re-swings looking for Fallon, but cannot make it happen. Now it all comes down to Mako. 1v2 to try to clutch it up. Sends out the molly, but now his position very much known. The molly a little bit too late, but he finds the first headshot. Fallon's going to be struck down. Looks to try to clear up the barrier mesh. And he gets
Oh my god.
shut down as Mako is indomitable. Another clutch, another 10-2 half.
Another 10-2 half?
The gentle giant.
Oh my god.
The 1v2. And somehow, some way, he gets it done.
Absolutely incredible. G2 needing the pistol to try to bring this back.
Dude.
We'll see if they can get it done when we come back after the halftime.
This is just sad. I can't believe this.
We are back, about to go into the second half here in this elimination series. DRX once again able to pull off a 10-2 half. Did this several days ago and could not close it out. The term he talked about it, he said the energy was off. It wasn't quite there for the players, but this time it is looking very different. It looks like everyone is dialed in.
It on this map, it's starting with Mako leading from the front. 17 kills in that first half. Absolutely going crazy in some of those rounds. And that last one, the chef's kiss. Beautiful 1v2 win.
We'll take a look at him here, I imagine, for our Coinbase Econ report. He's got a 95.3 rating. And he is getting fantastic conversion from money spent into damage dealt.
He's just been annihilating Jonah.
700 damage on Jonah.
35 damage. That critical util, only 2 kills for Jonah P in that first half. Hard to imagine that a player of his caliber would be shut out like that, but still another half to go.
This really annoys me, by the way. That should say spent with a T, not spend. Spent. Come
No
on.
doubt that they could start stringing them together, and it has to start with this pistol. It has to be here. It has to be now. This defender side has to get off on the right foot. Couple frenzies, all ghosts again for DRX.
It's been 4-1 in pistols across the series so far. G2 only able to find one to start off that second half of Abyss. And they need it now more than ever. Leaf contact here at Showers. Immediately considering sending that barrier mesh, but thinks better of it.
Now he does. Catches 2. Another Jog Frenzy. Jog Jonah Frenzy.
Jog from behind. And he's going to go back.
Trent pulling away from the angle. Freeing. Zone here for the moment. Salvo just to delay this plant.
Nice and slow now.
Mako tucked into the corner. Headshot going to be found by Balin. Gets the spray down. Kenman eliminated. Mako looking for one. Will be able to find it. Leaf going to be struck down, but Jogamo quick to reply. Maintains a player advantage here for the side of G2. Leaf now making his way over. Balin finds himself another. Wow. Great right click. As that has DRX very much on the back foot. Flashback down to 51. The hold the half and Bane going down ensures the victory here for G2. Coming alive. And they so desperately need it.
Yeah, they're getting on their feet. And it's another IGL leading from the front. Balin there. Able to survive the one-tap headshot. Scoops up the ghost, puts it to great use there. Takes Bane out of the equation. Not much that DRX can do. Great stall with the Teho utility again. Giving themselves some hope, giving themselves a chance. Some stingers, an outlaw, a specter for Trent. Nothing but classics for DRX, opting to just go for the full eco. A little bit of util bought up. A heavy stack the B side. I believe that's where Jog's Outlaw is.
Quick clear on that haunt.
Yeah, the smoke is a little bit sus.
Yeah, bit of a gap. Try to play around. Crash going forward. Oh, Hyunmin. The corpse.
Ace from Jog.
Flashback joins him in the grave. Great opening shots from Jogamo.
Caught him going in the light speed. Amazing reactions from Jog.
Don't often get to talk about ragdoll effects too much in Valorant. A little bit on display there.
That was absolutely wild. Well, now you're going to have to be contesting with the deadlock util.
Leaf here at range, getting a spot.
Throwing net.
Net going to be lobbed forward. Should get the grab. Mako locked in position.
Ooh, he gets him.
Go ahead and get a free kill. On pace here for a flawless is G2. Still in this gap. The 6 rounds separating.
30 seconds left.
Just trying to see if there's any way they can get a plant in.
Your forward Trent holding here with the Spectre, has the spray down onto one, anticipates the second. Won't be able to find it because a little bit too late, but Leaf is there to capitalize. Just the one death. G2 off to the races here. Can they get the bonus conversion? It's even better the second time.
It really is.
Huh.
Oh, man. Just a belly flop onto the floor. A bit of a belly flop of around, but it's an eco. And you're going to have only a couple Guardians here for DRX.
It's full armors to try to avoid this outlaw.
Yep.
So it does hurt the firepower potentially a bit.
Find you.
Just gotta find your moments here as DRX. Oh, and that's one.
The hunt reveal, Jogamo greeting for the orb. I do believe ends up getting taken down. It's a great setup. Flashback in response, eats a shot though. Damn near dead.
They're just lining up for this B hit, but G2 senses it. They feel it. They've taken so much space at A because of Leaf. He's going to be quick.
All the way out, yeah.
He's going to be quick on this flank, and they might not be aware of it. The deadlock util in hookah as well.
Prowler forward, there's the stun. Leaf not scaling though, he's holding back, maybe anticipating that a flank is going to be coming through, rather a rotation. Hyunmin hits the floor, but Trent is going to be taken down. Mako able to find Jonah P. Valen able to avoid the seize. Here's the dropout, gets the transition. Bane going to be taken down, and Mako is there. Pen shot through the tube. It's a 3v2. Spike now planted, Leaf. Just that Spectre in hand. No real weapons able to be recovered. Swing onto this corner, and Freeing will find the headshot. DRX not allowing for that bonus conversion as they take one more step towards closing out this series.
Doing
he's dead on the other side of the map. I misread that completely.
Valen, man, he's trying his damnedest. Hits a couple good ones, but Mako just right on point with that Guardian. And there's just no more timeouts available for G2.
It's a glass cannon.
Gotta ride the ship, see if they can get Jog going. They get some wind in these sails. Oh my God.
Nice shot.
Leaf is just not having a good time.
No.
Over at Showers. Flashback consistently having his number, whether it's from the defense, from the attack. He's just got that down pat.
They're just gonna take their time. Looking for any attempted lurks, but you've already shut down the main lurker. Trent will go for those from time to time, of course, but Prowler doesn't confirm anything. Jonah P with just a stinger. Nothing he can do. Nothing he can do.
A headshot on the Mako, but the kill not found. Stim beacon now. Here's the mosquito goes in. No one to bite. It means that plenty of open space to get this plant. 5v3, the orbital can't be a consideration, and G2 have to save. They have to allow for DRX to get up
Man,
to
that's really tough. They're going for OT 11 to
be in that
4.
position that quickly.
That's really
Goes up and up.
upsetting, honestly.
You just can't get any value out of it.
I'm already just looking at the
DRX
video.
just storms through, playing Jonah P like a fiddle there at long. That's round over. And to have to save, giving up match and series point, I mean...
8 chances for DRX to close this out. Orbital strikes available on both sides. Leaf one away from that annihilation. But even if this does continue, the ult economy very much starting to get spun up here from DRX. Flashback is just absolutely dialed in.
He's fearsome right now. Him and Mako, the 1-2 punch, and now G2's tournament life is on the line. Champions felt like something they could accomplish. It was in their grasp. And DRX may be pulling off the upset of the tournament.
Jogamo gonna look to try to maybe replicate some of that magic that Flashback was putting up. Now,
could wait for the Tejo drone to help open, but he uses the clone.
DRX is back away. Jogamo on the TP, gets himself over in towards the spawn to try to reinforce this B site. The spike gets recovered. It seems like DRX once again just want to attack in towards B.
A little bit of change up in the sonic sensor positionings here. One where Hyunmin likes to land on B site, one in a different spot in Hookah. They're looking to try to play off that.
Drone gets a spot on the 2. Grabnet gonna be lobbed in. Sensor gonna be cleared. Jogamo finding the shot.
Nice shot.
Quick exit, but now he's back across the opposite side of the map. Orbital gonna be called in. Bane gonna be taken down. Valen finding value off the ultimate. Gives him a 2-player advantage. As Hyunmin strafing forward and right into Leaf's grasp. A weapon upgrade, and it seems like G2 not done quite just yet.
They don't know about Flashback, though.
Should be undoable. DRX just in terrible positions.
Last player standing.
Good timing shot. There's the cleanup. Flawless fashion, exactly what the doctor ordered. G2, they hang in. Now needing 7.
They're going to have an annihilation. They're going to be sitting on some good ults. That's a great one there. Bane just has no choice to accept his fate. Leaf with a nice stinger kill. Hyunmin not able to react this time. He did earlier in the match. You do have that orbital for Mako. Guardian to back it up.
One away from a dimensional here for both of the Yorus.
Let's see if there's going to be a play for the orb. They're setting Jog up.
The peak. That's Flashback dead. Massive kill here for the side of Jogamo. As Valen gets the spot out, but cannot get that kill. Puts Freeing down low. Can't put him 6 feet under. Flash is sent to try to delay. Jonah P. Grabbed here by that grasp, just locked into position. Seas will expire. Tucks back around to backside as they wait for the reinforcements to come through.
Yeah, they're waiting for that Tejo util. Actually, a little
get it out. Now the smokes have dissipated. That opens up a line here for Jogamo. He's going to put the mask on, go into the dimensional drift. Already a pivot back here from Trent, just in case they work their way back across over towards that B site. Annihilation gets the grab. And that's going to be the kill confirmed here. Hyunmin, no other recourse. A 3v4.
Where are you?
Quick pivot, Jonah P. Arriving here at the site. Trent looking, finds it, kills it. Bane dead. Spike stranded, Freeing still on alert, back across the opposite side of the map.
Oh, man.
Find that elimination, but now Spike so far out. Mako can't just
Why does this keep coming over to my other screen? I don't know.
To fight his way out of this one, but it's only going to be good for the single kill. G2
10 seconds left.
continuing to persevere.
Freeing takes the op.
Halfway to OT.
That is this
Grab orb.
Jog that's going to be taken away.
Yep.
They can have enough to buy back into it.
He might have enough for op. No, I can't tell.
Big difference maker. He's been able to
What's
get
their
those
win
big
bonus
first
right now?
kills. knocking Flashback out of the round. Pivotal there. Denies that orb, denies that drift. They're so ready for it. That Prowler to set it up. Bane just not even registering that somebody could be an elbow already. You know, the Tejo had been over onto A. Had used that util. It's going to be DRX taking their first time out of the map.
Okay.
Critical time. That dimensional drift online with Flashback's death, but you're one away from the pit, from the Nightfall. The orbital's still there. A lot of tools for DRX to try to utilize to get this over the line, but if it falls short, if they commit and still cannot close the round, you're opening the door for G2 to collect 2-3 more rounds.
That's exactly it. This is your ult cycle. This is your chance to shut this down. G2 had to use a few of theirs to make sure they could get those 2. Now's your opportunity for the counter punch, and you don't want to squander it. G2 been solid, been firm. Looks like they are going to be able to afford an op for Jog. So him and Freeing maybe matching in that regard as, well, it's actually Flashback, but Freeing carried the op over, passing it over to Flashback. He's the one with the ult. Mako as well.
Could be a pass over if he decides to go ahead and bring out that dimensional drift.
Just a classic for Mako here. May not see any ults invested from DRX in this round unless they get some favorable early trades, perhaps.
Any kind of opening kill, perhaps, but now it's Jonah P. holding quite far back away from Garden.
Toxins going up.
We'll scale over towards Fountain. DRX just in a late linger here. Freeing, trying to see if he gets anything else over on this side of the map.
Clear with a pistol, trying to hide that up. Keep it safe.
They have to know that it was taken. Jogamo looking for a quick peek, but Mako stays tucked back over at Market. Not spotted. Pistol gets the clear, so they still have this hidden away. Another smoke cycled in here from Balin, just trying to make this unassailable, but for now, G2.
Maybe grab Banal.
Players in position for potential exec onto the B.
They should have grabbed the orb there.
DRX.
For like Hyunmin or Bane.
Drone comes through in response though. See if this gets a rotate out of Valen. Already starting to fall back a bit. Maybe looking to absorb the pressure of an execute, but Valen is taking too long. He's sliding over to try to get into position. There's one more smoke. Has the molly. Dog here. Get a big one. Oh, the smoke right in time.
Hyunmin jumping forward, gets himself in towards Lamps. Jogamo, however, able to find one. Bane's going to be taken down the net now at the ready. Hyunmin able to find one. Jogamo, however, finds
Dog gets 2.
Starting to dwindle. 7 seconds, needing to get this spike planted, but they've just been zoned away.
No time.
They're not going to be able to find the kills. Everyone from G2 could just tuck tail, hide away, taking themselves another round. Hyunmin, he will rip.
They get all the kills.
But G2, they do not go quietly into the night.
Hanging on by a thread. And it's that Tejo util at the end and Jog's op that buys them the time they need. Nice flash there to set himself up. Flashback good for it, but Freak's so weak.
Oops.
Couldn't even stand in it. Even dies to it anyway.
Let's go, boys.
Trying to
Hey,
get a quick
rounds
replant
around. We
there.
have money. Rounds around.
It is going to be that op. So they're going to cut funds otherwhere. Yeah.
Mako has the op.
Why not?
I mean, man used to be a Jet player. 5 ultimates available here for DRX, given the non-investment in the previous round.
Who's next?
Flashback goes through the dimensional drift, gets a spot out. Trent wary about some added pressure coming his way. It's going to be a spot on the 2 players so far, but P unscouted. Convergent path's going to be going through. Orbital strike looking for a catch. Valen backpedaling, able to avoid that one, but it's going to be Jonah P dead off the river. Flashback gets himself into the side, finds Valen.
Oh. 2v2, 2v3.
With that quick kill gate crash, it goes all the way back.
Guardian and op though. A retake is tough.
3v2 as DRX look to try to bring this to its conclusion, and G2 look to try to keep their tournament lives going, but Hyunmin finds Leaf. It's just Jogamo.
Oh my god.
13-7. DRX will not be denied. Guaranteed once again.
I can't believe it, dude.
6 finish, if not more. to knock you out. And DRX did just that.
Unbelievable. Hard to imagine that we're saying goodbye to G2 this early in the Champions.
Wow.
This was a team that so many of us thought was going to be able to make a deep run. But it's heartbreak. Heartbreak here in the lowers. A tough one. Some high fives.
I
But the
can't
emotion
believe
there,
it,
you can
dude.
see it. The eyes are watery. That was such a grueling match, but they just didn't have enough in the end. Well played to G2, indeed. What a phenomenal year they had here in 2025. This was always a threat. They won Americas every time. So much to be proud of
Wow.
for this G2 team.
Absolutely, but still a tough pill to swallow. An exit in this position, but for DRX, what a rebound to form. The form that was expected from them from the outset here at the playoffs.
I can't believe it, dude. I'm shook, bro. How? How are G2 out? How are G2 the first team out of playoffs?
The teams in the future certainly needing to be considering banning away that abyss where DRX continues to look great. Yes, G2 played them so very close. Nearly were able to take that one out. But the perseverance that this team has all
I can't believe it, dude.
out of their duelists is just something that cannot be ignored. But I think the player of the day is Mako himself. What a performance from the clutches that we were seeing from him on Lotus in the loss. To him just taking over. That
Oh my
defending side
god,
online.
dude. I can't believe it.
It's just crazy to think that he's been at every Champions and he's still getting it done. He's still one of the best out there. And now he's also having to be an IGL.
He absolutely is. And he is thriving in it. Well, let's go ahead and send it down to the floor for our Verizon post-match interview.
Les DRX éliminent le Titan G2 au Champions Paris. DRX survive in that lower bracket, taking down G2. And I'm now joined by Bin and Bella for a little interview. So on this match, we saw that it was important, you know,
My
keeping
God,
a lot of
dude.
energy up because you had the G2 boys, you know, standing, waving and stuff. Yet we almost never saw you, you know, trash talking the enemy team, always cheering your teammates, unless at the end we saw like this little thing. So can you tell us about it a little bit?
이제 워낙 에너지가 좋은 G2를 상대하다 보니
Why is she laughing?
경기 정말 분위기를 가져오는 게 중요했거든요. 경기 중간에는 이제 팀원들을 격려하는 긍정적인 메신저 역할을 크게 해줬는데 오늘 끝날 때 이런 포즈를 해주셨거든요. 뭐 어떻게 생각하시나요, 오늘 경기?
그냥 일단 오늘 그냥 이겨서 행복한 건 당연한 거고 G2 선수분들이 라운드 막 이길 때마다 너무 도발을 많이 하시더라고요. 그래서 조금 벼르고 있었는데 그냥 이기고 나서 토끼 바니바니 한번 했습니다.
I mean, you know, they're known for the trash talking and the hyping and the doing movements across the stage. And so I had my eyes on them. I wanted to get a good comeback. And as soon as we were done, I did the bunny ears. And I'm feeling spectacular from the win today.
And I can see that, of course, and everyone
They're
can
bunny
see. Donc, première
ears.
question, on n'a presque pas vu Bein trash talk ses adversaires. C'était beaucoup de hype autour de ses teammates, sauf à la fin où il a fait son petit signe comme ça. Donc voilà, j'avais mes yeux sur eux. Ils sont très connus pour le trash talk et on avait forcément envie de leur répondre. And second question, you know, you guys have had a little bit of a comeback PTSD. You know, you're leading and then you get comeback. It makes us think a little bit about gentlemates in EMEA. So how did you guys overcome it today? And what will you make to make sure that this won't happen again?
이번 여정에서 역전을 허용한 순간들이 조금은 많아서 PTSD가 올 법도 한데 EMEA에 있는 젠틀메이트를 좀 이렇게 생각나게끔 하는 그런 순간들이 많이 나왔거든요. 그런 역전을 허용하는 걸 이제 더 이상은 안 하겠다. 어떻게 이겨내셨나요?
사실 저희가 뒷심이
Bane is kinda handsome, I'm not gonna lie.
매치도 많았고 팬분들께도 너무 죄송했는데 저희끼리 어쨌든 기회가 있으니까 포기할 거 아니니까 연습실에서는 그런 거에 대해서 회의를 많이 했고요. 또 오늘 그 결과가 잘 나온 것 같아서 행복합니다.
I mean, I think it was a lot of the things that we weren't able to close out at the end of the match. And I think we actually had a lot of talks in the prep rooms. Hey, let's try to overcome it. And we're not out yet. So like one more match, taking it slow by slow. And I think the results, the team talk played out perfectly today.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I think you guys showed also mental strength today. So congratulations, 축하해. Congratulations again. Thank you Bella for the translation. Donc ouais, dernière question. On a réussi, on a parlé en débrief avec l'équipe pour régler ce problème un peu de comeback que Gentlemates sont aussi expérimentés en VCT IMEA et on n'est toujours pas sorti, on n'est pas out du tournoi, donc ce n'est pas terminé et on est bien là pour gagner. Thank you so much, both of you, and we're gonna see an EMEA derby after a quick break. See you.
Why did she say gentle mates? I wasn't paying attention. Maybe he said something about gentle mates. All right. Wow, what a crazy upset. I can't believe DRX won. Oh my god, that's bonkers to me, dude. Now we have Heretics versus Giants. I don't know if I really want to watch the Heretics Giants game. I would rather, I think, make a video about what's happening. So I think I'm gonna end stream and make a video about that DRX win. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all later.